Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Dunn Creative Live. Yay! All right, I'm going to turn this light down just a bit because it's like really bright. So, give you guys a second to check in. Come on in, come hang out. That's not too low, but I just didn't want to be blinded the whole time. So, here we are. How's it going? Okay, so Anna will be back. Thank you so much again for your donation, Anna. Solar Siren says it looks like it didn't go through. I'll resend it. Awesome. That sounds amazing. All right, so how are you guys? Give you guys, it looks like there's 6 people here. So, Deanna's here. Aaliyah's here. Solar Siren, aka Jessa, is here. Earthy Deva, aka Anna, is here, but gonna be back later. How are you guys? Did you guys have a good Christmas, good holiday? Hope everyone had a beautiful holiday. I did. I had a very fun and exciting and low-key. I don't know if exciting and low-key are both the same, but like there were moments of excitement and other moments of being really low-key. I hung out at my in-laws with my husband and my boys, and my brother-in-law was there, so we had a good time. I just saw a notification pop up. Oh, thank you so much, Jessa. I got your donation. I will get you added to the list, and I think we're probably going to start with you. Oh, thank you so much, Kelly Connect. You're so sweet. Yeah, an amazing holiday. Good, Aaliyah. I'm so glad. And yours was fun, Deanna. Hello. Hi, Lala. Hi, Kiss JG. All right, I'm just going to get our list updated. Put Solar Siren at the top because Anna is going to be back later. 209, our magic number. Right, Jess? Okay. Let me get this updated because I don't see any mods here yet, but we've only got 13 people, so I might be able to figure this all out on my own until someone shows up, if they do. And if we get out of hand and crazy, I could probably see if any of you guys would want to volunteer. But I guess I wanted to just start it out, seeing how everyone was doing. See you all later. Happy to hear you were good. For me, it was kind of the same. Oh, good. You can make me a mod again. Oh, I could do that, Alex. Thank you. Awesome. All right, so I thought what I would do is I got a couple decks. I got 2 decks for Christmas, and then I ordered one. Oh, thank you so much, Czar. I'm so glad you're here. Yay! I always get so excited. I'm like, Czar's here. Yeah, I got a couple of new decks from my in-laws. These have been on my wish list for a while now, and I'm really, really excited to be using these today. And then I went out, normally when we get packages from USPS, which is the main mail carrier, they just drop them off and leave, but she knocked on my door twice, so I'm like, well, I better answer the door. And she left a couple packages, and I'm like, I think my other Oracle card deck that I ordered a while back is here. I just had a feeling, and oh my gosh, I was so excited. So I took the main wrapper off the outside, and I did this move, but that's all the farther I got because I wanted to see if you guys wanted me to do a little, maybe 3-minute unboxing just to kind of shuffle through, but for my writer friends, this is a must-have just from what I've seen on their website, and this started out as a Kickstarter. It's called the Thread-Bound Oracle. Anyone who's looking for journal prompts or writing, to me this is like the perfect deck, and I'll just read what it says here on the back. It says, paper, ink, thread, sun, moon, stars, a magical library deck for asking questions, seeking answers, and finding a family among the books. Oh, isn't that the cutest thing ever? Oh, Merry Christmas, Jen Jane. Hello, Georgia Peach. Good to see you again. Good to see, it's my fiesta. Oh, it's always fun when a fiesta shows up to the party. Usually sleep with my card under my pillow when I get them. Yes, I sleep with cards and crystals under my pillow, in my hands, beside my bed. I'm a weirdo, but I love it. Yes, we are live, Aquamarine Queen. I started 5 minutes ago, but I've just been saying hi and showing the new decks that I got. You'd love a video on all decks in general. Yeah, I've been thinking about that and putting up a poll to see if anyone would be interested in just, I want to say I have upwards of 50 different Oracle / Tarot decks, and of course, that number is always ever expanding at this point, but it's always fun to get a new deck here and there. But I thought I would just really quickly before we get started, we're going to be using some of my new ones. Just of course, I've done maybe 2 card pulls with these each for myself yesterday. Haven't messed around with them today, and of course, I haven't even cracked this guy open so much yet. But I want to see if maybe we can, without even reading any guidebooks, because I normally don't. I just jump in and let my intuition take over. But when I do readings for myself, that's when I'll crack open the guidebook because, you know, it's fun to look at. But we'll just do a quick little, I mean, how cute is this? It's shaped like a book. Like it looks like a little book, and it's kind of curved like a book may be. So that's going to sit on the shelf just slightly different than some of my other decks. But then we've got this little guidebook. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my goodness, yeah, all the different card names and what they mean. And then, of course, we got the little plastic thing here. Oh my goodness, look at that. How pretty. These just are so fairy tale and whimsical and like library-ish. I love everything about this. We've got, I'm not going to go through every card, but I was just so excited. And this is a very interesting texture compared to any other deck I own. It's matte, but kind of like a linen, or kind of like a, I don't think you can tell on the stupid little, what do you call it, webcam. It's kind of got a linen texture to it. So it's not just a gloss or a matte sheer finish. It's like kind of textured. Very cool. These seem like they will be very fun and easy to shuffle. They don't stick too bad. We got the antagonist card, the protagonist card. Again, I'm not going to go through all of them, but the artist, the author, the book, the child. Let's skip ahead a bit. We've got the mountain. We've got, and that's all about challenges, adversity, endurance. See, what's cool about these is if you're really stuck with like a writing idea, or maybe you're like, I just want to write a short story, but I don't really have any good ideas. What you could do is shuffle this deck and just kind of build the story with what cards you're getting. And you can do that with any Oracle card deck or any tarot deck. But this is very, I mean, it has actual antagonist, protagonist cards. So to me, this is like a writer's dream, a creative's dream, very fun. Even if you're looking to make a work of art, like a drawing or something, very fun. We got the 7 of Thread tapestry card, independence, wisdom, and ancestry. And I mean, to me, these illustrations are very, very cool. They just remind me of books from my childhood. I don't know why. Very nostalgic kind of deck. I don't know. I love it already. And I just got it, as you all could see. So I'm going to stop rambling about this, but it is absolutely adorable. You're so right, Aquamarine Queen. And I love this kind of tealy green, almost like between a teal and a jade green colored box, which, I mean, that used to be my absolute favorite color of all time. And it's still like top 5 for sure. I'm gonna stop rambling about this deck, but oh my gosh, it is the best thing ever to open a new deck. I love it. But I'm gonna put the guidebook in here because I'll get into that later. But I might just keep this around so we can use it today, see what we want to use it for, or any questions that might be pertinent to. I don't know. We never know. Okay, so let me take a drink of water. This is the one that always farts at me. It's a thing. Here at that time. Okay. So we have 15 people in the house, and I'm so glad to see all of you. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I probably did. I did say hi to Aquamarine Queen, Deanna, Aries Void, hello. Hello, hello. Okay. So I think some of these, I'm scrolling back up. I think these are all familiar faces I've already said hi to. You know, faces, names. B. Brandy, I didn't say hi to you. Hello. Okay, so what we're going to be doing, you guys, is starting out we're just getting here. We're less than 10 minutes into the live, but I just want to do a quick little unboxing of my little new oracle deck and show you guys the 2 I got for Christmas. But to start us out, I want to do a collective reading for everyone who's hearing this, seeing this later, live or later, it doesn't matter. This message can still pertain to you. And I'm all over the place with my hand gestures today, but it's a fun thing. So maybe we're going to start with that Queen of the Moon oracle, because it's one of my new ones. Again, if you missed the earlier part, this is the box it came in. I pulled 2 cards from this yesterday just to see what it was all about for myself, and they were very fun and accurate. Oh, I lied. I actually did use this earlier today for what reading did I do? Oh, it's a self-care reading that I did with ways we can do, self-love, how to tap into and really get in tune with that self-love within ourselves, any guidance on that. And that'll be out 2 weeks from today, or not today, 2 weeks from this week. So not this week, but next week. See, I'm confusing myself even. But what we're going to do is get a card from this deck. Message, general message, all we need to know. Hello, Scott. How are you? Hello, Anna Torres. You can post your question very soon. We got 1 card. I'm going to grab a couple cards from this deck. We're doing a collective reading. So even if you have a question in mind, you can kind of see if this guidance will pertain to the question you're hoping to ask today. And of course, when you do get your question asked eventually, that can also pertain to your question. But we've got, this is awesome. So for our collective reading, if you're seeing me, this is for you. We've got the number 22 here, Wisdom. Look at that. Beautiful card. And also the number 8, the Path. So what this is really showing for me is a lot of us are really going to be gaining some inner wisdom about the path that we're meant to be walking coming up. Oh, you just donated. Should I wait on list? Let's see. Did you donate Super Chat or was that on PayPal? Because it will show up for me if you did on PayPal here on my notifications deal here. And then Super Chat will show up here. So let me know which avenue you used to donate, and then I can double check that and get you for sure added to the list. As far as our reading goes, yeah, with that 8, we are taking action. We're making this thing happen. We're moving on the path. A lot of times, before we can really get down to business of what we need to do, we got to kind of clear the clutter from our lives, clear the clutter from relationships that we're in, or, a big theme, the toxic cycles and loops within our jobs, our relationships, our habits that we have around our home, ways of thinking, limited belief systems, etc., etc. We got $5 from Ashley. Is that you, Lana Ahmad? Is that you? Yeah, I don't want to say the last name just in case. I don't want to call anyone out. But yes, a lot of times before we can really step onto our path and get to work and just get that excitement rolling, we kind of got to clean the clutter. It's almost like, when you move from a house, you got to pack all your stuff up. You got to decide what you're not bringing with you. You got to clean everything up. Oh, Ash donated via PayPal. So we've got Ash. So we can have Ash be added to the list, please, right after Solar Siren 209. And then Lana, we're still waiting to figure out where Lana Ahmad donated to. Okay, we've got Deanna. We've got Deanna also popping on here for donation. So I will put these names here, and one of my mods could kindly add them to our list. So we have Ash, Deanna. Oh, I'm not even typing. I didn't click anything. Ash, Deanna, yay, Deanna. And then Lana, when I know where you sent the donation, I can double check that, and then we will get you on the list as well. So yes, we are, cleaning things up so we can step into something new that's for us, that's going to serve us a little better. And let's see if we can get a message from our self-love oracle just to see any messages we need about that. self-love. And I know that's a big theme that's been coming up lately for a lot of us, is just learning to love ourselves and take better care of ourselves so that we can become the people that we're here to be. And I love this. We have the ritual card all about grounding, and look at that 28, a new beginning. So yes, grounding and crown chakra, which you think, oh, grounding, that's root chakra stuff. Absolutely it is, but to get that guidance from your guides, your angels, you really also need to be able to ground yourself with Mother Earth or into this physical reality so you can actually manifest the things. Remember, with that manifestation, that action we're taking on our new path, our new beginning, you need to ground it into reality, because we can daydream all day long, but if we don't take action, if we don't ground our ideas by writing them down and taking action on them, they just will be ideas forever. They won't actually become a thing. Okay, and I've got something from Gabby XO. Gabby XO, if we can add her to the list as well, Czar. And she was here last week. It's just Gabby_XO. Wow, you guys, thank you so much for all of your donations. And fun fact, when you donate on PayPal, more of the money actually does go to help my mom than if you do use the super chat, because YouTube takes somewhere between 30 and 40% of a super chat donation. So, I absolutely, any way you can donate is always appreciated. But PayPal's where it's at as far as being able to give my mom more of the money that you guys are lovingly donating to her. And if you didn't know, all of your beautiful, lovely donations are going to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. She's still living in a camper, and I really want to get her out of that camper come 2021, if at all possible. Thank you so much, Czar and Alex, for keeping up with our lists. I think that's it for our collective reading. So we're going to get right into Solar Sirens reading. And then if Lana wants to pipe up about where she has donated and all of that, we can get her added to the list as well. But I'm not seeing any PayPal donation from anyone besides Jessa, who is Solar Siren 209. And then we had Ash, and then we had Deanna, and then we had Gabby XO. So if you did donate on PayPal, make sure that it went through, because so far I'm not seeing that went through, Lana. But of course, super chat works for me as well, whatever you guys want to do. All right, so Jessa, aka Solar Siren, I don't know that I saw your question. I have an idea of what it's about, but if you want to type that out, I could double check and see if you had written it here on PayPal. Check into PayPal, logging in, all the housekeeping that goes into getting everything going. It's worth it, though. It's worth it. Okay. Yeah, I don't see the question there. So if Solar Siren is still here and wants to go ahead and post the question. And your $25 donation, Solar Siren, thank you so much. I will check Insta. That's really going to help my mom. And you know my mom personally, and I know how much you adore her, and I know how much she adores you. So I'm glad that you're here. Let me just double check Insta. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, ask about relationship. Okay, we've been in a rocky place for a while. I just feel like no matter what I do, I'm the one working on things and leveling up. Okay. Yes. So is that the question? Is that the way you kind of want to phrase it? Just see what's going on in the relationship and just anything that can be done to kind of make things better and move it in a better direction? Is that kind of how you're wanting to word this? Where am I wanting to go? Let's start here. Okay, so for Jessa and her relationship, what does she need to know? We're going to start with the romance angels and kind of get into this. Okay, so we do have the separation card, but here, I'm not saying like, dude, go separate, nothing like that. To me, this just feels like it says here, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I don't know if it's been kind of in your mind or thoughts about just taking a break, even if you don't like leave, the physical place that you're in. It feels to me like taking time to really soul search within yourself, him soul search within himself, and then come back together and really figure out what direction you want to go from there as a couple. Let's see. Horror stories of them withholding a lot of money. Oh no, I've had nothing but good luck with them, and I've been a seller on PayPal. I've bought a lot of, or not on PayPal, on eBay when I used to use PayPal. I've sold a lot of stuff. I bought a lot of stuff, and then donations or even people paying for their photography back in the day. I've never had a problem, but I'm sure people have. For Jessa and her husband, what else does she need to know about this relationship? Yeah, to me there feels like there are trust issues, and even if that doesn't include like, oh, I can't trust you because of this person or that person, it's just trusting that they are in the same lane as you, wanting to go the same way. But it says this situation is calling for you to have faith. If you do believe that this is a bond that you want to continue to strengthen and see through as a relationship in your future, and I'm getting chills now, having the faith that this will work out and having that positive expectation and intention that with this, I call this more of an energetic separation. And one thing you can do, Jessa, and this is something I say a lot on my lives and in my readings, is to do a cord pulling meditation. And that's not meaning you're cutting anyone out of your life or pulling anyone out of your life, but it's just removing the old cord, the old energy, the old cycles and loops and ways of being within that relationship that aren't working, removing it, putting healing in it. I'm eventually going to create that actual meditation, but for now you can substitute by searching on YouTube or somewhere for a cord cutting meditation. But instead of imagining that cord being cut, imagine it being pulled out by the roots so that you can clean it completely out and then start something that's more trust-based, more faithful, more forward-moving, something that's going to serve both of you. So that's a little exercise you can do to kind of get started, to kind of clear the old energy, and then to really tap into and figure out what it is you want out of life, what it is you want out of your relationship. Ask him to do the same. You guys can literally take notes and later compare notes, or just kind of have ideas and kind of have little meetings about how things are going. But look what we got here. Stay optimistic about your love life, and pairing that with that faith, having faith that, with that cord removal meditation that you do, having faith that you're really, cleaning the deck or cleaning the slate for something better. And that's not to say you have to get rid of all the good stuff, because of course those memories are there, and even the memories of the not so good stuff are there, but the energy that you put into it, or that it drains from you as a result of having these things having gone on in the relationship, it seems to me the more optimistic you can stay about your future and about the present moment, the better things are going to be in the long term. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And to me, this does feel like a rejuvenation of the more romantic spark, the excitement, the fun, the playfulness. That's really what I'm seeing happen as a result of some soul searching. But of course, this is only going to work if both of you are very invested in making this better. Again, if it's just you working on things, just you working on yourself, just you working on the relationship, and he's just not really doing much of anything, you're only going to be able to go so far, because, free will, we can't force anyone to, come along on the journey with us, so to speak. But it feels to me like I have faith that this will, just in my own intuition, that this will be something. Yeah, these two just popped out as I'm just like not even shuffling, but I'm like, did you see that? You got to see that. But look what we have. Healing family issues, healing the dynamics of the family that you've both the family that you two have created together, your children, your relationship together, but both the family, and I'm now getting major chills and all the way down my legs too as well. Family issues with him and his parents, the way he grew up, the weird dynamics or, toxic things that have happened there. Same with you and your family, because even if we grow up in the best family, there's something. There's a skeleton in some closet somewhere that's maybe been forgotten. Lots of dusting and cleaning out of closets, skeletons coming out. But it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So, I look at someone when they are in a partnership, it's almost like, a parent-child relationship in ways, because you are checking in with them. You're asking permission at times, like, should we spend money on this? I mean, so in a way, it's like, not that your husband is an authority over you or you're an authority over him, but it's like you're authorities over each other and also equals in it. You know what I'm saying? But that kind of dynamic that we learn about relationships, we learn from seeing the relationships our parents were in, if they were good, if they were toxic, if they were X, Y, and Z. And to me, it feels like you guys are really going to be examining, each on your own, healing some family issues and things that have gone down in your own biological families and even adopted families, on David's end, the like stepfather stuff and all of that. But look, reconciliation. It says someone from your past is returning to your life. And, this doesn't mean some other person, as a result of, just separating energies and trying to figure things out. I do feel like you guys will overcome any kind of obstacles or really just craziness or, life things that are getting in the way of you having the relationship that you can have, or the relationship you used to have, if that's making sense. But on the bottom of the deck, as I put this one away, look, we've got children. So it says here, your love life is being affected by children. So of course, you've got your boy and your girl right there. And to me, this is saying that, even if the kids don't know there's anything going on, to me, it's like they do. Energetically, kids know what's going on. And of course, if they've witnessed anything, then they know. But just being optimistic that whatever changes you make in your relationship, whatever decisions you make, or he makes, or he doesn't make, or he doesn't do, or you don't do, no matter what happens, and just be rest assured in the fact that no matter what choices are made or things that happen, the best interest of the children you'll make the right choice for the kids. That's really what I'm seeing. So whatever decisions you guys make moving forward, or, whatever that case may be, to me, it feels like no matter what choice you make, it was the best choice for the children involved. And I'm being drawn over here. I always forget the name of this deck. Wisdom of the... I'm just gonna grab it because I'm trying to read it sideways and upside down. The Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards. They're just really calling out to me today for this question. So we're gonna see what it says for Jessa and her husband. Okay. And I know this is a bit of a longer reading, guys. Most readings aren't this long, but Jessa did donate $25, so I want to make sure that she's getting what she paid for, so to speak. So we have the Stag card, pride and leadership. So to me, this is saying, I'm getting two messages from this. Don't let pride get in the way as far as, sticking to something just because you said you were going to do it, or, letting ego get in the way, or what are other people going to think. Make choices from your heart, from your soul. That's what this card is really showing me. And then the leadership part of this card is telling me that you're going to be kind of the one running the healing show, so to speak, in the relationship, that you're taking on that leadership role, even kind of directing him in ways he can kind of, make his own personal life better and help him focus on himself. And, I just heard he needs to find himself again. That's what I just heard. So you may know how that's to be interpreted. But the number 17 here, I'm getting the number 8. So there's actions. You're the one probably taking most of the actions. And for a while, it may look like he's not really doing anything. But for me, I'm going to grab some tarot on this as well. But for me, it's like he's doing a lot of mental processing, very swords energy. I'm seeing he's doing a lot of thinking and a lot of, oh, crap, like I better be a better person. I better be more involved. I better X, Y, and Z. I don't know the ins and outs of what's going on in your relationship, but it feels to me like he's doing a lot of thinking. I dropped some. Grab that. He's doing a lot of thinking, and even if it doesn't look like he's doing anything or trying to make things better, the wheels are turning. He understands what's at stake, and I don't think he's going to do anything that's going to put anything long-term in jeopardy, if that makes sense. Yeah, so we have, this is beautiful. We have the strength card. So he's like trying to gather that strength. And I don't know if he has Leo in his chart. I can't remember when his birthday is. Is it in July? I don't remember. But to me, this really does signify his more quiet inner strength, because I know he's a good person. He's very quiet and reserved, but he has this really sense of inner strength. And pairing that up with the pride card, I think maybe his pride may get in the way at times. I'm getting major chills again. His pride may get in the way at times, that it's not always easy for him to, he's a Cancer. Okay, that makes sense. But he may have, thinking about that second house, that would give him a second house Leo, which is, you know, the family you come from, and then that healing that's being going on in the family. That makes a lot of sense. Also, the second house rules, you know, income, our assets, and etc. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So I don't know if he's been looking for a different job, thinking of different jobs, whatever the case may be. But I do sense this inner strength within him to want to level himself up, at least financially, or looking for a new job, or it feels like this could even be something he's creating on his own. The Ace of Pentacles sometimes is that self-starter, that entrepreneur as well. And also just getting more connected to the earth, starting, what's the word I'm looking for? Like just starting over fresh. Like that's really what I see with his job, or just even maybe going back to school, or wanting to start his own business. And these could even just be dreams of his at this point. Let's just get one more tarot card. I'm going to grab 2 more cards after that to close out the reading, but I want to make sure we did it right. Oh, wow. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. And to me, this is absolutely David. This is his energy through and through, just from what I can pick up as that empath, just the times I've been around him. Very Knight of Cups. He wants to offer you, and now here come the chills again. Jess, he does want to offer you something emotionally fulfilling, emotionally connected, especially if that emotional connection between the two of you has felt kind of severed or muddy for a while. It feels to me like there's going to be a place or a time, or, just this opportunity for this to be better, is really what I'm seeing. And he wants to ride in like that knight in shining armor and make everything better again. I just think at times he doesn't know how. That's what I'm seeing. But, taking the time out, not to take a break like from your relationship like as a whole, but just maybe taking a break from the fighting or the working on it together kind of aspect, and kind of going your separate ways as far as, okay, you go figure out what it is you want, what it is you want in the relationship, what it is you want for your just personal life, your career, the direction, raising the family, and then have him do the same, and then, kind of touch base together and see what you both come up with. But I think that time for him to really think and ruminate about this stuff is gonna help him get clarity, if that makes sense. But like his intentions to me feel very pure. I just see, they keep showing me he just got a little lost along the way. So I don't know if that resonates. Like I mean, I've been the best friend keeping up with you and what's going on in your personal life since you moved. It's just been a whole thing. But however that resonates for you, and of course we can talk on the phone maybe this next week or something. I know I wanted to last week, but time just got away from me. But I hope that resonated for you, Jessa. Yes, sorry that was a long reading, guys, but she did pay $25, so I wanted to make it give her some good information. So, girls, same. Yes. Okay, so I hope that gave you some clarity, some guidance, and of course when we talk, we can get more guidance and more info flowing if that's what you'd like to do. Oh, I love you, girl, and I do see a really bright future. I see a good horizon, I know you're willing to put in the work and you're going to do everything you can, but as long as he can tap into that inner strength and kind of get over his own pride about, ways and things maybe he's done that he doesn't really maybe want to admit to. And it doesn't feel like anything diabolical. It's just kind of habits and, ways you're falling into, routines and patterns within relationships that maybe aren't serving the relationship, is what I see. That it's just kind of hard for him to admit, yeah, I kind of messed up a little bit. Oh, hello, you're such a cliche. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. So I hope that resonated. And because that was quite a bit of a reading, we're going to take one quick free reading, and then we're going to get into Ash and then Deanna. So we'll take 2 super chats after this free one. So if you have a question you're wanting asked for free, go ahead and post that now. You don't only need to post it one time, because I will intuitively select from the chat who we're answering for this round. And then we're going to go ahead and get into Ash. So Ash, have your question ready, and then right after Ash, we'll do Deanna. So if you two can have your questions ready, we can get right into those after this question. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a few moments to get all these questions out here. And thanks again, you guys, for waiting so patiently to ask the first question. I appreciate that so much. Okay. And yeah, it's funny, I pulled this tarot deck out, and this is one my mom gave me. This was actually in her house fire, and it still smells a little bit like smoke. So that kind of segues into any donations that you guys give. They do go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. She's still living in a little camper, and we'd like to get her out of that camper, hopefully in 2021 at some point. But yeah, I just recently pulled this off my shelf and was like, I never use this deck, but I actually really love this deck. It's got a bit of a darker vibe to it, but like if we're looking for truthful answers, like this is a go-to deck, like to really dig to the bottom of things and people's intentions and how people feel, and I love it. I love it for that so much. And I don't even know the name of this deck. It came in a little pouch from my mom, but no book, no whatever, so I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to figure out where that came from. But I love the deck. So hopefully nothing happens to it, because then I'd have to try to replace it. I don't know what it's called. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm being drawn to It's My Fiesta. I have a question about how I go about healing my inner child. I never feel like I had a bad childhood, but whenever I see inner child posts, it makes me cry immediately, so I just don't know. Wow. Yes, so know that if something brings that much emotion to you, there's definitely a reason, there's definitely a tie, and your intuition is on point. A lot of times our emotions are tapped into our intuition. Sometimes we don't understand why we're feeling the way we're feeling, but it's like our intuition is working through our emotions to get us that info. So what I'm really seeing off the top, just in my own intuition from your question, then this is for It's My Fiesta. Is that there may have been something that happened before you really have really good memories about, or when you were very, very young, or maybe even something you just blocked out because it was traumatic. And even in trauma to a child can be something as simple as hearing your parents yell at each other. Children will internalize that trauma, and that is a trauma to them. When you were a baby, hearing people fight, just knowing something happened, even picking up on energies from the home you grew up in, stuff like that. You don't remember a lot, to be honest. Yeah, so it could just be something you forgot about, were too young to remember, or even blocked out of your conscious mind because it was traumatic. Yeah, you learned about this in psychology, says Leah J. Yeah, or Lee J. Well, we have the astral travel card popping out for you for It's My Fiesta, and this is that aura chakra. That's really what they're showing. But to me, this number 330 is 3 plus 0 is 3. There's a creative. This may even be tied to how you create things. Maybe when you were a child, someone told this is just what Spirit's showing me. This doesn't have to be the exact scenario, but maybe you were drawing something and one of your parents or somebody really close to you said, "Oh, that's stupid," or "Oh, that's here's a weird example Spirit's showing me, but when my sister was really young, I was really into drawing, and she was drawing and I was drawing, and my mom's like, "Oh, that's a beautiful whatever I was drawing." And then she looks over at my sister and she's like, "That's a beautiful horse." And my sister's like, "It's not a horse, it's something else." I don't remember what it was, but it was not a horse. She was very mad that my mom thought it was a horse. It could be as simple as that. Children, I mean, the ways the children's minds work, it's a whole thing. But astral travel, really getting information through your dreams may really help you figure out what it is about your inner child that is blocked, or needing that motherly love, or that is really needing the healing. But let's see what else. This is a self-love oracle. The gift of knowing, third eye chakra. So yeah, you can go into meditation. You can even if you don't uncover the exact reason that you feel very triggered or emotional when you see stuff about inner child or anything. But with this gift of knowing, third eye chakra, we've got the number 23, which is a 5. So it will bring good changes into your life and healing surrounding that inner child if you do some sort of inner child meditation. Even if you don't, because here's the thing, the emotion that comes up, that's really all you need to use to process. You don't have to attach to like the specifics or the details of what happened. You don't even need to know what happened. Just going into the meditation with the intention that you're going to heal whatever it is that triggers you every time you see something about inner child, with that creative number there, you have the power to heal that and create something from that. It's like that healing, that turmoil that's within us. Really, when we start to heal that, that becomes fertile soil that we can plant new seeds in. That's what I'm seeing. So of course, what a lot of fertilizer starts out with, or out as, is, cow poo, or, animal excrement. So we take that literal-ish and create something better with it. We use it as a fertile soil to plant something new. That's what I see is happening for you. If you can do some inner child meditations, Google inner child work. It's my fiesta, and that will help you. So I hope that resonated. Okay. Happy holidays to you too, Twin Lioness. And Luna Moon, hello. Okay. Thank you so much for your super chat, Sabrina K. One of my mods will get you on the list. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I have my list present here. I know it was posted not long ago. So Earthy Deva, we're waiting for her to come back. She'll let us know when she's back. So Ash, we're ready for your question. And then Deanna, you're on deck. And then after Ash and Deanna, I will be asking the next 3 questions. So hold your questions until then, and then we will get into that. Okay, so Ash wants a general love reading, please. Okay, so we'll start with the romance angels. Just see if anything pops up for your love life for Ash. Okay. Ash, what does Ash need to know about her love life? Oh wait, and I better clarify. Male, female, are you a male? Are you a female? Because sometimes the name Ashley can be male. And are you seeking male or female? Because I don't want to assume. But we do have the religious factors card popping out. So it says here, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Female interest in males. Perfect. Okay. So let's find out more information about Ash. So, but with this religious factors card, just, maybe you're opening more up to your spiritual path, and that's really helping attract someone who's more on your level spiritually and mentally, emotionally, physically. By the way, how many Kurt Cobain shirts do you own? Let's see. I have the Nirvana shirt. I have this one, and I have one that is kind of I don't know, the color, kind of this color. Right here, this kind of darker strip. So 3, I do believe. Yeah, I think 3. But I wear them very often. Yes, for Ash. So you have here, give your relationship a chance. But if you are in a relationship, it says work on your partnership. But if you're not in a relationship but wanting to attract in a relationship. This is just you really working on yourself and kind of narrowing in on what it is you would like to have in a future relationship. And then just operating in your highest self so that when you do meet this person, you're already, you've healed from past relationships. Um, that's a big factor with a lot of people, single and couple alike. We carry around the baggage of all our past relationships. So if you can do the healing and the cord removal, again, don't cut the cord, but remove the cord from past relationships, past crushes, even unrequited love, because that all kind of accumulates and makes a mess in there somewhere, somehow in our subconscious, in all of that. So doing some healing will really help you attract someone if you don't already have someone. But if you already do have someone, that work can still go to the benefit of the relationship that you're in. Let's go ahead and use the Lover's Oracle to see what else we can get for Ash in love, coming up, what they need to know. Spending all year doing lots. Oh, good. So then you're already on it. This is just reaffirming that the work that you've put in, it's like Spirit's acknowledging, yes, we know what you've been doing and keep on going. Look here, we've got balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So yes, you're really balancing your energies and you're going to help bring in someone who is more balanced themselves. But that's not to say that, just because you've done all this healing that the relationship itself will be perfect, because no relationship is perfect and they all need work and balance and etc. But you've done so much work that it's going to be easier for you to overcome any challenges in your next relationship is really what they're showing me. And I'm being drawn now to our thread-bound oracle. This is the one I kind of did the little unboxing of at the beginning. Haven't even shuffled this, or maybe I did once. I don't remember. Oh no, they shuffle like a dream. I love that. I love a good deck that can just shuffle and the cards separate from each other. Oh man, I love it. That didn't work so well, but that was my bad because I'm not using the table to shuffle. Okay, for her love life, what can she expect coming up in her love life? Oh, thank you so much, Sarah. Okay, so we have two that came out together. So we have the Seven of Ink, illumination, accomplishment, realization, and pride. So you're really, coming into this sense of pride for how much work you've done. And that's going to really make you shine like a beacon to really attract someone into your life. We've also got the Three of Paper fold, transformation, learning, and change. And anytime some little word like change comes into the equation and you're single, well, what's a change from being single? Attracting someone in. So let's just maybe get a bit of information with the numinous cards here to see maybe a little bit about the personality, anything that's standing out that Spirit wants to illuminate for you about this future person. For Ash, future person. Okay. Well, we have the conjunction card here. So to me, this feels, pairing that up with balance, because, this is all about combining energies together. And then, of course, when you bring two, energies together, you kind of got to balance it out. But this person, it feels to me like you will have prominent placements within your birth chart, that you will have a conjunction with other prominent placements within this person's birth chart as well. But this is a joining of forces. So you may even meet this person like at work or doing something. You're both working for a common goal. That's really what I'm seeing with this conjunction card. But also there is a sense of empowerment. That's kind of the key word up there. This person makes you want to be a better person. And then of course they want to make, or you know what I mean? You want to make them be a better person. They want to make you be a better person. It feels like it's a very good give and a take. You have a lot in common, but you also have a lot that you can teach each other. That's what I'm seeing. I'm going to grab one more for you before we close out, Ash. Thought something fell, but I don't see anything new on the board here. That was random. Okay, for Ash. Well, there's three, but this one came out by itself, so we'll grab this one. Okay, 11th house. Yeah, friendship, group creativity, community. This is meeting someone out in public. So you're meeting this person somewhere where maybe you're congregated with your friends, or you're even like the sense of community, like maybe some sort of convention or something, somewhere where people meet up. But this is also a card about like startups as well. And this is very Aquarius energy. So this person themselves could be Aquarius, and that conjunction within your charts could even be in the sign of Aquarius. And it doesn't have to be a prominent placement. It could be like your Uranus or your Pluto that's maybe in this person's sign. I don't know. But the conjunction feels really like a really good balance. It feels very fun and flirty and exciting. It's a fun relationship for sure. So I hope that brought you some guidance. Gosh, that was very fun. Very, very fun. I'm glad that you, Ash, were the first one to use this new deck, even before me and my own just personal whatever. So much fun. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah. That's very fun. But all that healing you're doing, girl, it's paying off. You're gonna get a lot of benefit from doing what you're doing and attracting someone who themselves has been doing a lot of healing for calling you in as well. Okay, so Deanna, my girl, are you still here? Thank you so much for your donation. Rhea Cower. Oh man, I hope I'm not butchering your name. I do appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. And it looks like we have Czar already has you added. So thank you so much, Czar, for that. Okay. Okay, Deanna wants to know, why do I feel called to this specific person even though they are so far away, unavailable to me? I love him, but I just don't see how we would ever be together. Oh no, that's always hard, isn't it? Let's just see. What am I being called? I'm being called to this Oracle of the Avalon again. So let's just see what comes out. Why is Deanna so called to this person that is unavailable and so far away? Okay, we got one fell out face down, so I don't know what it is yet. Okay, we got two face down, so we'll see what these are. Okay, we have movement. So there is this sense of movement within the relationship. Even if you guys just remain friends and can only talk online, to me there still feels like there's a movement in a forward type of direction in your friendship or whatever kind of relationship, whatever label you put on that. But the number 36 here, there's a closing of a cycle, a way that you guys used to. Yes, your question will get answered. You are on our list. Thank you so much, Rhea. I really apologize if I'm not saying your name right. There is this sense of closing out an old cycle within the relationship. That could be you eventually moving on and not feeling this close pull or connection to this person as well. And it feels like with this spider card here, this is all about creative projects as well. This feels to me like eventually maybe you will get so caught up in your own, leveling yourself up or creating something new in your life, maybe even a new relationship, that you kind of start phasing away from this person or moving your energy away from this person. But, if you've been with me long enough, you've probably heard me talk about the cord cutting, cord pulling meditation. Maybe try pulling that energetic cord and wishing them love, wishing them well, with the intention that if this relationship is meant to add anything to your life, that it will remain in your life, and if it's not, that it can just kind of move on like water in the river. Because a lot of times when we're thinking about someone that, or a situation or a thing that just isn't, we just kind of already know intuitively is not going anywhere, it drains a lot of our life force energy and a lot of our creative energy. Especially when it's romantic, because that is that sacral chakra, that sexual energy, that creative energy. But the number 15 here, 1 + 5 is 6. Unconditional love, sending this person unconditional love. Do you see us ever reuniting? Yes, I need to let go of expectations. Well, let's just see what the romance angels have to say about a reunion with this person you can't seem to let go of. Let's just see what Spirit says. Okay, so we have here unrequited love. So there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. But I'm reading this slightly different than I normally would, Deanna. I don't think there's a lack of attraction on either of your parts. It's literally just the space between you that's, if you lived in the same town on the same block, things could be a lot different. But unless one or the other of you is willing to move way closer, I don't see it going anywhere. Unless, one or the other of you decides, let's make this move, let's figure this out. But that's not to say you can't still be friends, like we were saying earlier. But as far as a romantic match, living in the same home together, of course, unless you do are able to move closer or him closer to you. Is this a him? I'm not sure. But then that could really change the dynamic of this reading. But on the bottom of the deck here, we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And Deanna, I do feel like there will soon be, with that spider card we were talking about, that creation, maybe even you creating or a new romantic connection being created with you that will help that energy that the longing and the wishing and the hoping will kind of stop, because your energy is on creating a new relationship with someone who is closer to you in distance and all of that. Okay, let's find out one more bit of a message for you, Deanna, from Spellcasters here. We have grieving. Yeah. So to me, this isn't like grieving the death of anyone, but this just could be the what could have been, the intent, having the intention that I wish this could happen, or the expectation that, man, I wish something could have happened. Allow yourself time to grieve the loss of the woulda, coulda, shouldas, because that's very valid. If we just try to just get over it and just move on, that's spiritually bypassing, or that's, tamping it down and not dealing with it, not healing it. So if you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream from the mountaintop, go scream from the mountaintop. Do whatever it is you need to do to process your feelings about that, because it is a very valid thing. It's very valid, and you deserve to feel your feelings, and then you will be able to, I feel, once you can kind of process your own emotions around this, you'll be able to move on. But I think a lot of it has to do with some other love interest coming in, which is exciting. That's what we want to see, is you feeling excited and happy about life. So I do feel like that is a definite potential for you. You need to work on yourself and slowly become ready to move on. You're so welcome, Deanna. Yeah, working on yourself, no matter who you are, how many different relationships you're in or not in, everybody everywhere, working on yourself is one of the best investments you can make ever. Period, hands down. So all of us can be working on ourselves, and we will reap those benefits, absolutely. Okay, you guys. Oh, thank you so much, Jasmine Cherry, for your amazing donation. Thank you so much. We have you on the list. It looks like Czar has already added you, so thank you so much. So if you're here for a free question, go ahead and pop that right now in the chat, and we will get moving on that. I will intuitively select one question here, so only post it once, and I will figure out which question Spirit is directing me toward. And then we will hop into our next two on the super chat list, who are, let me scroll up a bit. Okay, we've got Gabby XO would be after this free question, and then Sabrina K. And then Earthy Deva, whenever she pops back in, she will be next. Okay. Let's see. I missed anything. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go ahead and get your questions going. I'm going to take a drink of water, get this weird hair that's doing what it's doing. There it is. Get it out of there. Thank you so much, Jasmine. You're welcome. It is a pleasure. All right. The fundraising is continuing. Yes, thank you, Maya Ellie. Yeah. All of your donations go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July 2019. She's still in her camper, and hopefully my brother and I, between the two of us, can get her house built back on that same plot of land that my childhood home was on. But, if you guys ever want to see what all went down with that house fire and the tearing down and the emotions and all of that, you can watch the 3-part docuseries. It's linked there in the description box. It's just a 3-part vlog about the process and the emotions and just seeing all the stuff burned and being in the house when it's burned and tearing it down. It was the whole thing. I know a couple of you have watched it and commented on it. But yeah, it's available if you want to see what all went down with that. And of course, all of your donations and good energy are much appreciated. So thank you, guys. Okay. I'll just repeat, if you're wanting to get your free question answered, go ahead and put it in the chat right now. I don't even think I see one question. Oh, I see one question posted. Oh, Scott, I can answer your question already, just off the top of my own numerology knowledge. 34 and 43, they both add up to a number 7, which I always say is that very spiritual number. It's a number of wanting to be more introspective and introverted, but really about discovering the inner truths, the soul, very spiritual stuff. That's what those two numbers represent. But you can always Google angel number 34, angel number 43, and the number, because they're composed of the numbers 3 and number 4. Number 3 are about creativity, collaboration. The number 33 is associated with the Ascended Masters. The number 4 is all about support of your guides and angels, support of people in your life, just feeling support from your own higher self at times as well. Oh, you're so welcome. It's my fiesta. Absolutely. Okay. All right, Czar, I'm being directed to your question. General guidance from angels and spirit guides. Well, we're going to have to use that new threadbound oracle. I want to make sure I got the name of it right. So for Czar, any fun information from angels and spirit guides? And I love how these bad boys shuffle. And you guys have to get this and just feel the texture. These are unlike any other deck I have as far as texture. They're like kind of a cool linen-y texture. Love it. Okay, what does Czar need to know? Oh, that's a thick stack. We'll try to get just a couple of cards. For Czar, guidance from angels and spirit guides. Okay, and this is funny because this was on top of that big stack that just fell out, so I probably should have just taken it then. 2 of ink, medium, balance, purpose, and setting. And I'm really being drawn, and I know they don't mean medium in the way that I'm interpreting it as, but medium. To me, this feels like Mommy Janet, you getting messages from her. You're that conduit, you're that channel of her energy from the divine. You're really stepping more into your mediumship abilities, and you may even be getting messages for other people you know, other friends or family members that you have that you just know. And again, if you're anything like me, which I know you kind of are in this regard, where you're like, they don't want to hear that from me or whatever it is, and it's like, no, just let spirit speak through you, because spirit knows what it needs to say and to who it needs to say it to. That's really what they're showing me. But with this balance, purpose, and setting, to me, this feels very like this is really now calling me to talk about your most excited creative project that you want to, your writing project that you want to get back working on. There's something to do with your setting or a setting of a specific scene within your book that you're going to have this little epiphany about, or maybe you're changing a setting to make it more exciting. And this could be, if you're not looking to hop back into this project tomorrow or next week or next month, down the road, whenever it is you revisit this, there's a pretty big main setting within your existing work that you've already been thinking about, and whichever one it is you're wanting to jump back into first. That's what they're showing me. But you're going to have this like reignited sense of purpose with this amazing story, because their spirit's showing me like she needs to understand how amazing this story is, and we're so excited to work with her to get this story out there. And of course, in your own time, because life. And 2020 was the whole thing with my writing career. If my writing career went from here to way down. Oh, thank you guys so much. I'm seeing lots of super chats pouring in. Sabrina K, thank you so much. Earthy Deva's back. All right. So we'll get, we will get to your question. Well, you got 2 questions now, Anna for Earthy Deva, and then Maggie Hawking, thank you so much for your super chat as well. We will get you on the list. You've been channeling so many more messages, words, and knowing. Good. This is just that affirmation or reaffirming to you that, you're getting the correct information. Don't judge it. Just say it. Just say it without having to trust, judge. Just trust that you're getting the information to the people that need to hear it when they need to hear it. Okay, so I know I had called out the next two on the chat list, super chat list. I'll scroll back up to my list so I don't skip anyone. So Gabby XO, and then Sabrina K. Then we'll take a free question, and then we'll jump into Earthy Davis 2 questions. And then after that, we'll take another free one, and then we've got Maya Ellie, and then, of course, the new ones that have just been added. We've got Rhea, we've got, we've got Jasmine Cherry, then we've got Sabrina K. So Sabrina K has 2, I do believe. Yeah, and then Maggie Hockey. Okay, so we'll do 2 super chats and then a free question in between 2 super chat readings. That way we can keep it moving along. Okay, sending lots of love to everyone. I have to go. Thanks again, Amanda. Oh, you're so welcome, Deanna. It's always a pleasure to have you hang out with us. And I will be back on again live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. I think that's what I decided on. Okay, so it's hard to speak up because I'm worried that they don't need me to tell them things they should already know, or it feels like I'm telling them how to live their lives. Yeah, it's a kind of a fine line. But, when Spirit's really knocking on that door, like, hey, give them this message. It's like normally I would try to, like, edit the information or just, see if it comes up naturally if I'm having a conversation with someone or reaching out to someone. But a lot of times I, now learn to trust. I just need to get it out there, to do it. Okay, so was it Sabrina K that was next on our super chat list? I already forgot. I do apologize. No, Gabby XO. And then Sabrina K. And then we have a free one after that. And then Maya Ellie. And then Sabrina K did donate twice. But yeah, we'll do the first question after Gabby XO for Sabrina. Is Gabby XO still here? If not, we can skip and move into Sabrina K, but let me just give her a few moments. But Sabrina K, if you want to have your question ready to go, either way, we'll jump into it right after Gabby XO or before if we don't hear from her. You're so welcome, Czar. Absolutely. Okay. And if it comes to a point where we're really kind of stalling and stuff, I will just kind of make it a super chat list free for all. The first 2 to post their questions off the super chat list, we'll answer those ones first, like we kind of do sometimes rounding out the end of lives. We do that at times. Sabrina K says, my first question, do I have any animals that are spirit guides? If so, what kind of animals are around me? Ooh, I love that question. I'm going to grab my... which one do I want? I got a couple different spirit guide decks, animal spirit decks. Let me grab one. Okay, spirit animals. Okay, I love this deck, so we're gonna get into it with this one. Get my chair moved so I can sit down. Okay. All right, so for Sabrina K. What does she need to know? I'm going to actually shuffle them this way because I did not do that initially. Animal spirit guides. What spirit guides? Animal spirit guides are around Sabrina K. Okay. So we have the koi fish spirit. So I love this. I get this card so often. But this is just a really good reminder with that 36. You're closing out that, that adds up to a 9. You're closing out cycles of limiting belief systems as I drop it because there is always enough. So you're really stepping into this more manifestation part of yourself. But the koi fish spirit, it's an amazing spirit guide. A lot of people don't think about fish being spirit guides, but this one is at least currently working with you, helping you with your kind of belief systems around money or lack of security or lack of love, whatever it is that resonates for you. What else? And I just heard the word cow spirit as well. Like, I don't know if you have some sort of connection to cows. But then we also have the cute little mouse spirit here. Tend to the small things. And to me, this feels like day-to-day stuff, like day-to-day habits, little things on to-do lists that maybe need to be taken care of. But the mouse spirit, I don't know if you have had like rodent pets or if they terrify you. Like, I don't know where you fall on that spectrum, but if you think of a little house mouse, they're very resourceful little creatures. They'll find the crumbs, they'll store them, they'll make little homes. Like, they're very, they take what they have and they really make it stretch. Like, so to the two of these together, there is always enough, and tend to the small things. Like, to me, it's such a cute little combination. Oh, you had a pet rat. That's so fun. Yeah. So to me, this is just saying, and then again with that number 4, with the support, you've got support of these guides and angels right now. And then of course the cow, there's a cow spirit, like the essence of cow spirit. I don't know if you are someone who grew up near cows. And this feels like a childhood memory, or maybe just you had a memory, or I don't know, an instance with a cow where you petted a cow once. I don't know. There's a connection with you and cows as well. On the bottom, we've got wombat spirit, be at home. So remember I was kind of saying about the little house mouse, maybe even just cleaning up your home, and just, looking in old drawers and closets and kind of removing things that just aren't needed, or they're just taking up room. That's kind of what they're showing me. But yeah, especially in quarantine times, be at home. I mean, a lot of us are. But yeah, those are the kind of little animal spirits that are popping in, at least for now. So that's very fun, and very fun little messages they have for you as well. Just, I do feel like there is this sense of just revival in your belief systems around money and security. That you're going to feel more abundant, like you can create the reality that you want. That's really what they're showing me. Okay, so I hope that resonated for you. That was a really fun question. Okay, and then Gabby XO, are you still here? I don't know if anyone had seen in the chat where she said she had to leave or anything like that, which it's no worries, because we always just keep that running list as always. Anybody know if Gabby XO is here? Otherwise, Maya Ellie, go ahead and post your question, and then we'll get into our next free question right after that. So Maya Ellie or Gabby XO, whoever posts their question first, will get it answered first. That way we can keep the chat moving, keep things going, and that way we can get to more free questions as well. Maya Ellie says, I want to start a completely new life next year, ideally start a business, fall in love, and move away. Many karmic lessons learned this year. What's the energy of that coming into fruition right now? All right, we're going back to the Threadbound Oracle, because I just love using this deck so far. So many cool answers are coming out for this. Maya Ellie, wanting to start over. What's the energy coming into fruition right now? Oh, that's hilarious. You got the same card that Czar just got with this deck. 2 of ink, medium, balance, purpose, and setting. And to me, setting is the fact that you will be able to move somewhere that's going to be more beneficial for your growth, for your personal growth. But it feels to me like this is going to be a year you're really checking in with what it is you're wanting to do in life, and balancing out, with the balance here on the card, balancing out the things. Yes, I will still answer your second question pretty much right after our next free one, probably Sabrina. And then, or actually it was after Rhea, and then yours. How about that? But yes, I see you really working on your inner environment, what it is you want to, quote unquote, be when you grow up, just really reassessing things in life. That's too many. Let's just see what else pops out for you. But you're really getting this renewed sense of purpose in your life, Maya, that you feel like you have a purpose coming up. Oh, I'm so sorry, Earthy Deva. Oh my gosh. See, I'm like in the zone with spirit, and then I skip people. I do apologize. Yeah, we will get to you After this question, I have a free question, I do believe, or maybe not. So I'm already confusing myself. Let me double check here. No, we did Sabrina K's question. Now we're on Maya Ellie. So how about, okay, so we'll do this one and then we'll do the next free question. And then we'll do, yeah, Anna did donate even before the chat started. So I did want to get to her question. And then to Rhea and then to Sabrina. So how does that sound? But you also got the protagonist card. This is all about curiosity, drive, and motivation. So yeah, that renewed sense of purpose is coming into your life, and you're really being motivated to step out of your comfort zone. And oh, is that the list in order of donations? Okay, thank you so much. That helps me out a lot because I'm trying to remember and then I get confused. Yeah, so yeah, Maya, this is, you're really getting this motivation to, it looks like you too. Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, just take that as your personal like card. Like you're becoming because the protagonist, that's the main character of the story. You're becoming the main character of your own story. You're not listening to what other people are saying as far as, oh no, you should do it my way, do it my way. You're doing it your way, Maya. That's what this is telling me. You're really doing it your way, and it's looking good. Let me just get one little romance message with that, and then we'll do like a career card or the life purpose oracle card as well. Well, we do have the attraction card falling out. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, you know, living the life that you're wanting, doing that soul searching to figure out what it is you want in life, that's going to help put you on a path where you're feeling more driven, more motivated, more excited, and your light's shining brighter and brighter, and you're looking more attractive just by owning who you are and being who you are authentically. And that's going to help someone, you know, you're attracted to someone, and then that someone is attracted to you as well. So I do see at least someone that you're attracted to and that they're attracted to you as well coming for you in 2021, Maya. But it's after you really kind of kick butt with yourself. Like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm doing this now. Like, you're really taking control of your life, and it's a really beautiful energy. And as a result, there's some attraction coming in. Okay, so what can you expect in your career, starting a business, just any guidance Spirit has for Maya about that business stuff? So we have one, and then I grabbed another one. So we've got leadership and time to decide. So with this time to decide, it says make a decision based on your heart's true desires. So what we were saying about kind of doing that life review, taking stock in what it is that Maya is here to do. What does Maya want out of life? And that's going to help you decide what direction to go in as far as what kind of business to start and, you know, all of that stuff. But with the leadership, to me, it definitely feels like you are taking the creative and the leadership role of your business, and that is very entrepreneurship vibes. Your own business, leadership, take charge of the situation. And even if you do have to work another job as you're trying to get a business off the ground, to me, it still feels like there's quite a bit of options available to you in that workforce, that you will still be able to work a job that you enjoy. Maybe you have some fun with coworkers. Maybe it doesn't pay exactly what you want, but it's just kind of a job to kind of get you going until you can really establish what it is you're building. Let's just get one more card. See if Spirit will give us any hints as to what about this business. What do we need to know about this business? Oh, wow. We have the author card popping right out. So you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So if you're not interested in writing a book or anything like that, this just could be, as an entrepreneur, you're writing a lot of emails. You're maybe writing descriptions for, just as an example, if you're selling things online, you're writing descriptions and stuff for that, or you're corresponding with people, creating, websites, stuff like that. You're going to have actual written copy of, what it is. Oh, wow. So I love that this popped out for you. You submitted your ish to a publisher. Well, look at you, girl. I mean, look, that's beautiful. And of course, as an author, you can be a self-published author that is, it may be up to you to decide to self-publish, or if this publisher wants to pick up your work and and take it and run with it, that's amazing too. You can still be your own entrepreneurial boss as far as how you run your author business, so to speak. So, wow, I love that that came out for you. Well, it feels to me like writing is the way of the future for you in some capacity or another. I love that. That is amazing, Maya. I'm so happy that resonated because I know not everyone here. I mean, I because I'm a writer, I just assume a lot of people are writers when there are people that aren't. But when there are people that are, and then the author card comes out, I'm always like, yeah, let's do this. I love it. And when you do get published, you'll have to come back and let us know where we can buy it. I love that so much. That's so exciting, Maya. Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, you're definitely going to be doing some writing in 2021 and probably more submitting and more planning for that. That's amazing. Okay. All right. That was amazing. So if you have your, let's see. I can't remember. Did I do a free one right before that? See, now I'm losing my train of thought. So I know we did. Okay, so we did Sabrina's first question. We were waiting for Gabby XO to come back because she's not here anymore. It is a donation next. Okay, so whoever writes, and so we're gonna leave it up to the universe or who has the quickest fingers on my super chat list here to get their question out between Earthy Deva, Gabby XO, and Rhea Kaur. Kaur. I do apologize. I know I'm not saying that right. I do apologize though. Of the three of you, whoever can get your question out first, I will answer that one first. I just received a donation from Stephanie Landers as well. Thank you so much. $20. Wow, that's so generous of you. I appreciate that so much. So who's Stephanie here in our chat? We'll have to get you on the list. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay. So free questions, get them popped in there, and only one time, and I'll go ahead and get to it. Maybe you're getting distracted and forgetting. I know I am, that's for sure. Yeah, you go ahead and post your question now, Anna. This is for the donation readings. I see it, now I'm messing myself up again. Look at me. Just making a mess. Yeah, whoever on the super chat list, I'm sorry guys for the free questions. Hold the phone for just a moment. I messed myself up yet again. Yeah, I got so excited for Maya, my head left the planet. Go ahead and post your question, Earthy Deva. Yeah, we'll get right into it. Yeah, Gabby XO, we're waiting for you, and then Rhea, Kaur. If you guys can have your questions kind of ready. And then after this question with Earthy Deva, then we will be getting the free questions. And I'll try to keep my head screwed on tight so it doesn't fly away again. Oh, you're so welcome, Anna. Okay, how can I have better boundaries in relationship and stop taking responsibility for others' burdens or feeling guilty for taking my time and space? Oh, I love that question so much, and I think so many people can benefit from the guidance of this question. But this is definitely tapping into your energies first and foremost, Anna. And anyone who resonates with this, maybe you can claim this for yourself as well. Okay. How can Anna have better boundaries in relationships, stop taking personal responsibility for others' burdens, and feeling guilty for taking time and space? Okay, so we have this need for grounding, getting grounded, and also with this card, you know, the 2 + 5 is 7, getting ahead of myself. 2 + 5 is 7, spending time alone. You definitely are someone who needs your alone time, someone who needs to really check in with yourself quite frequently, separate your aura from other people's auras, and just really ground yourself. Spending time in nature as well will really help you. But this will also help you get over that guilt, just knowing this is not like a want, this is a need. For a lot of people, but especially for you, Anna, this is a need. This is non-negotiable. You need frequent time alone, frequent time in nature, frequent time grounding, frequent time meditating, doing all the spiritual practices and fun things that you enjoy doing just on your own. And it will make you a better partner, a better friend, a better whatever, because you feel like your well is filled, your cup is filled, and then you can really help other people. But you also got sync with the moon, the number 51, which is that very maternal number, very unconditional, loving number. So really getting in touch with your own feminine divine feminine energy, your womb space, your sacral chakra, doing some healing on that, because that is that sexual energy. And a lot of times when we're in relationships with other people, sexual relationships or romantic relationships with other people, we take on their burdens as our own. It's like boundaries go out the window in those types of relationships more than any other type. So it makes sense that you may, really get, wanting your space, but other people not understanding you need your space, but really syncing with the moon and getting in tune with your own feminine cycle, your own divine feminine energy. There is a cool book by the author of the Moonology deck. I think it's called Moonology. I could be wrong. What's her name? Yasmin Boland. It's YASMINBOLAND. Her book, I haven't read it yet. It's been on my to read list for a very long time, but I've heard so many people ranting and raving about how amazing that book is for just getting in touch with their own inner self. I think you getting in touch with your own inner self is really, 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 really going to help. It's just going to be an air of your aura that people just understand she needs her alone time. And I absolutely respect that, because it's going to be you not internalizing guilt that you're taking time for yourself, but you're honoring yourself, honoring that sacred time that you need for yourself, because it's needed, not wanted, but needed for you to be your highest and best person in your own life and in relationships with other people. So I hope that gave you some guidance on that. But meditating, and even if there are specific people you're still kind of struggling with feeling that guilt about, you can always do those cord removal meditations. There's not one that exists that I know of yet. I will eventually create it here in 2021, hopefully. But do a cord cutting meditation, but in substitute of cutting the cord, remove the cord or pull the cord completely out when they tell you in the meditation to cut the cord. And that'll help you. That will really help you. That'll help you find your boundaries, and then other people. When you respect your boundaries, then everyone else will also respect your boundaries. I've learned that the hard way at times. But yes, sometimes when we know we need our space and other people are like, but I need your time. And you're like, no, I need my time. It's a whole thing. It's difficult, but meditation will help. Grounding will help. Checking in with that sacred divine feminine will help. All of that. Okay, now that I'm not so confused, you can go ahead and post your free questions in the chat one time, and I will intuitively select one of those. And then after that, we've got Gabby XO and Rhea. I do believe that was her name. So go ahead and post your question, and I'm going to intuitively select that now. If you're looking for a free question, get it popped in there, and I'll intuitively select it. Earthy Davis says, yes, thank you. Absolutely. I have people whom I love in my life and often struggle with needing a lot of time and space myself, because I'd like to be there. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You're preaching to the choir. As the Libra ascendant, I'm always struggling between time for myself, time helping others, giving to others. It's a whole thing. Okay, so I'll give you guys a few more moments to get your questions there. Of course, you will have plenty of other opportunities. We're doing 2 super chat questions and then a free question, and then 2 super chat questions and then a free question. Did we ever figure out who Stephanie was? Stephanie donated. I don't want to show the last name just in case. But we got $20 donation from Stephanie, and I don't know who that is in the chat. Maybe you guys have already figured it out, worked it out, all the above. I just want to make sure we don't miss that. Oh, you're Stephanie. Okay. So we have you on the super chat list, Stephanie, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so I want to do a free question now, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll back to the top of these and just scroll and just let Spirit guide me where it needs to go. Okay, Jen Jane, I have been taking a hypnotherapy course. Will I be successful? Amazing question. Hypnotherapy is my jam. I still keep going back and forth. If I know I want to do it, but it's like, do I have the time to do it? And maybe down the road, but I got a lot of cool stuff going on with just what I'm doing with this business right now that I don't know that it's anywhere on my near future radar, but man, I love it. I actually went to Alba Weinman, who is a hypnotherapist. She's not like QHHT. She's kind of come up with her own way of doing things, but oh man, my session with her, I'm on her YouTube channel if you ever want to watch my session with her, session 151, Alba Weinman. Oh my gosh, it was life-changing and amazing. I can't say enough about hypnotherapy. So amazing. So Jen Jane, let's find out if hypnotherapy would be a good avenue for Jen Jane. Oh, you saw me on Alba. That's so cool. Yeah, so much fun. Such amazing time. And I also went to her gathering. It was about a week, 2 weeks before my mom's house burned down. My mom and my cousin Tanya and I went. Such amazing energy. Okay, so for Jen, we've got, I love this. Okay. So first and foremost, we had loss. So there may have been a loss that really inspired you to want to do this. A loss of a job, a loss of a loved one, a loss in your childhood. There's something surrounding loss and wanting to reconnect with someone lost that is really a big motivation for you to want to do this. Connecting with, just the loss of information of your past. Alba's amazing. I love that lady so much. I'm a mod on her Facebook group. If you ever, I don't know if you're on her Facebook group. It's a fun time over there. I'm not on there much, but man, it's fun over there. But yeah, Jen Jane, that loss, just wanting to bring the lost pieces of yourself back home. That's really what I'm seeing. Because this guy, the ship is there. It's like he's the castaway that's been on the deserted island all alone. And I think that's how a lot of us feel here on Earth. And I'm getting major tingles as I say that too. A lot of us feel like, our soul family, our star family just dropped us off and took off. And we're like, what did I sign up for? That's really the sense of feeling I get as to why you want to go after this hypnotherapy course and make it a successful thing in your life. It feels very life purpose driven with you as well, Jen Jane, and courage. Wow, major chills. I'm already saying yes. Do it. Stamp of approval, gold star, go for it. Like, I'm really feeling it for you, Jen Jane. Courage. It's just you having the courage to step into and know that you would be an amazing hypnotherapist. Amazing. That's what I'm seeing. Having the courage to step into that role of that facilitator to connect someone else to the loss of their own memories, to their own past, their own future, their own parallel life, whatever it is that comes up. The chills just don't stop. I don't know what's going on. Wow, it feels so amazing though. It really does. Let me get the Starseed Oracle's calling out to me now. Okay, so for Jen Jane, I already know it's going to be something you should absolutely go for. It's something that's very needed. I just heard she's going to be so busy she won't even know what end is up. And I just heard the name Allison Coe. She is also she does Beyond Quantum Healing. And Candace Craw Goldman, I'm friends with her on Facebook as well. I was like name dropping and all that. But like that whole community is just amazing, high vibes, good energy. My cousin Tanya went to Allison Coe for her regression. It was amazing. But I hear like Allison Coe, you'll be someone like Allison Coe. Maybe you will be someone who puts some of your stuff on YouTube. But I get more of an Allison Coe vibe from you than a Jen Jane vibe. And if you don't know who Allison Coe is, you can just go look her up as well. She doesn't post her actual sessions, but she will post transcripts where she's reading what she said and then what the client said. It's still very transformational and amazing, and we all can benefit from listening to this information that's coming in, because a lot of this information is collective. It's what we're going through on this earth, all of us together. But let's get one from the Starseed Oracle and figure out what we got going on. Yeah, look at this. And remember what I said about this card, about our star family just dropping us off and taking off. We've got star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and look a little deeper. Well, what is the hypnotherapy but that? You're uncovering hidden secrets, you are recovering lost wisdom, and you are digging deeper, looking deeper. I mean, absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Gold star, stamp of approval, 10 out of 10, chef's kiss. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And then we have baby steps. So yes, this is kind of our word of advice. Here we go. We've got baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. I love that. But yeah, this is not saying absolutely that full energy, take the leap to do the course. But I feel like there are baby steps involved in actually building a clientele and getting your name out there. Exactly. But it's a fun process. This is going to be something you're going to build, a business you're going to build over time that is very successful for you, and it's going to help a lot of people. That's what it feels like. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, that's an absolute yes. An absolute yes. I love that. I'm excited, and yeah, if you do that, let me know, because I've been thinking about getting another one done eventually. Love it. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much, Jen. Okay, so someone's been bad, someone's been naughty. Okay, back to our super chat list. Okay, so whoever posts their question from the super chat list first, we've got Gabby XO, we've got Rhea, Kaur, we've got Jasmine Cherry, and then Sabrina K, and then Earthy Deva again, and then Maggie Hawking, and then Pookie 1. So whichever one of you guys, I'm just gonna kind of do free for all, just so we can keep the chat moving. Of the super chat list, get your question in, because we're doing 2 super chats and then free. So Sabrina K says, second question, I saw 3 in the sky. Ooh, what does it mean? And then Maggie, you'll be next, because you got your question in next. So we'll do yours right after Sabrina. Thank you so much. And Jen Jane, virtual hug right back. That's amazing. Okay. So all of you guys are putting your questions. Thank you. So I know you're here and we can roll right into the questions. So for Sabrina K, seeing the 3 in the sky, what does it mean? Being drawn to this Oracle of Avalon deck again. Let's see what this means for you specifically. But 3s in numerology, that's that creative energy and even collaborating with other people. I just heard Holy Trinity. The trifecta, that's what I heard. It has something to do with love, though. That's what the cards are saying. And it feels like a very sacred union, because look at that. But we've got the number 45, so it's change, a cycle. There's a cycle of change within your love life. So I'm not sure if you're with someone or wanting to be with someone, but whatever's going on, these are changes for the better is really what I'm seeing. And it was a symbol. You saw that 3 in the sky as a symbol. Your guides wanted you to know that change is coming in a good way. Even though it wasn't a 5, which is normally the change, it's a creative change is really what they're showing me. And of course, when the love card pops out, so you're single. Okay, struggle with loving myself. Okay, it could be that reminder to love yourself. And of course, yeah, let's go to the self-love oracle and just see some guidance about, loving yourself more and ways you can love yourself. Because we do know now that message was about love of all kinds, I do feel. For Sabrina K, what was the 3 message trying to say? Love message, self-love message. I am who I am. So this is you coming to accept who you are and loving yourself for being that imperfect person. And we all are imperfect people, living imperfect lives. So here, I am who I am, crown chakra. So this could even be a reminder for you to do some more meditation, connecting with your higher self with the use of the crown chakra and even the heart chakra I'm seeing. But you've got the number 8 here, 2 + 6 is 8. You're really, what I'm seeing is like, it's like swift moving energy, like someone like, shooting arrows. Like that's what I'm seeing. So it's like your intention, your action, It's like an arrow. You're pulling it back so it looks like nothing's really happening, but then you let that arrow go and it's just like it's quick moving. So when you put the intention that you're going to love yourself for who you are, you meditate and you remind yourself every day that you love yourself, that unconditional love, that will change in your life. That cycle of change, there's the number 45, you're going to be able to change and really bring more of that loving energy in for yourself. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, but I want to grab one more from the Believe in Your Own Magic deck because that's always a good time for us for self-love, self-care, and all the above. Okay, I didn't do that one very well, but okay. All right, here we are. Yeah, villain. You can always rewrite the story. So I think with this villain card, you beat yourself up a lot for things you did do, things you didn't do, things you didn't feel like you did right, etc. But you've got the number 11 here. 3 plus 8 is adding up to that 11. You're awakening to that higher version, that higher self, and it's going to really help you bring more self-love. There's that hair again. I don't know what is going on with that bad boy, but oh my gosh, it's so annoying. I do apologize. Anyway, yes, villain, and you're creating something new at the end of that cycle. You're rewriting your story to where you're not the villain anymore, but you're the protagonist. You're the one everyone's rooting for. That's what I see for you. And you're just awakening more to your spiritual gifts, allowing more of your higher self to come online. And we can kind of get out of this sense of ego, because that's where that self, whatever, loathing, hatred, sabotage, that all comes from ego. That's not a higher self deal. Your hair looks lovely. Thank you so much, Sabrina K. Yeah, but that's not a higher self vibe when we don't love ourselves. That's all ego and forgetting who we are on a soul level. That's where that comes from. So I hope that answered your question about the 3 in the sky. Felt unloved for most of your childhood. Yeah, and that will follow us into adulthood when we feel that way. So that's absolutely doing some even inner child healing will help with that as well. And just, really owning that you're here to be who it is you're here to be, and you're here to do big things, I hear. And, you can't accomplish that if you're just beating yourself up all the time. So I feel like it will be easier for you not to just jump right in and beat yourself up or self-sabotage or whatever it is. So I hope that resonated for you. Okay, but what an amazing message in the sky written for you. How fun. Okay, so now we're taking our next free question, and then we are moving into Gabby XO, Rhea, Cower, man, I know I'm butchering that, Jasmine Cherry. So all the ladies here on my super chat list, hold tight, but have your questions ready, and I'll just kind of see whoever posts their question first from that super chat list. After this free list, we'll take your question first, and then the second person to post will take your question second. That way I'm not calling out for people who aren't here and waiting for people who aren't quite ready. Okay. So if you have a question you'd like answered for free, pop that in the chat and I will go ahead and answer. I will select one intuitively. So just post it once and then I will answer that for you. Okay. So go ahead and post those. I'm going to take a quick drink of water. And it's already dark outside. So go ahead and post your questions. And I'm not seeing anything happen. Yeah, it's decently dark out there. I'd call it that kind of the blue light special kind of time, twilight, whatever. Yeah, it feels very blue. It's very blue out there. Yeah, it usually gets dark here about 4:45. Well, dark. It starts turning that kind of twilight time. So, okay. All right, so I only see 2 people posting questions. I'm going to give just another moment for anyone else who wants to get their question posted for free to go ahead and do that now. And then we will get into this, figure out who we're going with. Okay. Okay, Lily. All right, Lily Ingracio. I'm new here. Will my ex Pisces and I get back together? Well, let's find out. For Lily and her ex Pisces get back together. Whoa. Okay, we have retreat. So it says here, it's time to disconnect from the world. So you may be in this place, you're both broken up right now. So you're both in this place where you've retreated probably from each other. But if I'm really seeing that there may be an opportunity for you guys to get together and just have a heart-to-heart conversation without a bunch of other people around, a bunch of other energies around, where you can just really discuss the relationship. I do see that as a possibility, but that's going to depend on if he is it a he? I don't want to assume. He or she, for Lily. This person, it feels like it's kind of contingent on what they decide to do. But this is the reminder, you are worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So no matter what happens, either way, you're worthy of love, and there will be someone available, someone that wants to be in a relationship with you, whether it is this Pisces or this new person possibly coming in. But let's just ask the angel answers if there is that possibility for you two to get back together. For Lily and her significant other, ex, we have trust. So there may have been some trust issues as to now why you are separated or broken up at this current moment. But it feels to me like you have to trust your intuition as to what you should do, get back together or just move on. It feels like something very intuitive, but just know that your love is worth waiting for. You're worth waiting for, and you're worth love. But let's just see if this Spirit doesn't always want to just jump right out with a yes or no. So let's just see what they're willing to let us know about this ex-Pisces for Lily. Oh wow, we do have a yes. They're letting us know. They're letting us know. But yeah, there does feel like there will be that kind of deep conversation where you guys can just kind of get away. Even if you're just kind of alone together, privately discussing things. It might take a little bit of time because it says here there is divine timing at work, but just trust your intuition with whatever it is that you want, that you need, that you know. Trust your intuition. That's really what they're saying. So I hope that answered your question, Lily. Those put away. Okay, so for my super chat list, whoever posts your question first and second, those are going to be the two I answer next from my super chat list. This is not for the free readings, but the people here on my super chat list, which include Gabby XO, Rhea Kawar, oh man, Jasmine Cherry, Earthy Deva, Maggie Hawking, and Pookie One. And thanks again, you guys, for your amazing donations. Very much appreciated. Okay, thank you. I've been going back and forth because she said she wasn't sure what she wanted. So I've been going back and forth to pull away or not. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Just feeling out her energy, feeling out your energy, and then having that heart-to-heart conversation, that'll really help. Okay. Okay, so Maggie Hawking, we've got your question listed first here, so we will start with you, and then Pookie One, we will do yours next, and then we'll do a free one, and then Jasmine, we still have you. Thank you again for hanging tight, and Earthy Deva again as well, and then Rhea Kawar. No, I'm not saying that right, but I hope she's still here. But either way, I will be live again tomorrow. If I miss anything. Okay. So Maggie, when will I meet my future spouse? Let's see if Spirit will give us a time frame. Let's just see. When Maggie will meet her future spouse. Oh, okay, we got two that just flew right out. Well, we know you're going to meet them because we have the yes card. Doesn't really answer when, but we also have if you believe, which again doesn't really give us a time frame. Let's just maybe try one more time to see if they'll give us a time frame. Otherwise, we can try to discern it from the tarot. Okay. Meditation brings answers. To me, this doesn't feel like a very long wait. It feels like sometime in 2021, at least just current timeline, current energies, what's going on there. let's just see what Spirit has to say through tarot. They'll kind of give us a more definitive time frame. I kind of look at my my Fire is very quick moving, Swords as next quickest moving, Cups is next quickest moving, and as Pentacles as the slowest time frame. So let's just see what we get. Okay, so if someone can let Rhea know that she is still being tracked on our list and that we will get to her. Okay, we have Pentacles. So this to me feels maybe the end of 2021. Not to say you won't have maybe some encounters with people that you think, oh, cool, I'm meeting someone. Seems like a cool person, and then it kind of fizzles out or something happens because it's not quite the one. That's what I'm seeing. But come the end of 2021, it feels like, there's the opportunity to meet this person. And it's not to say that if the opportunity comes to meet this person, but you don't go to the place that you were supposed to meet them, then another opportunity won't come, because Spirit will keep putting opportunities, if that makes any sense. Let's just see. For Maggie, maybe we can just get a little bit of information about the personality of this future spouse, since we kind of tried to nail down the timing. Let's just maybe get a couple of cards about their personality, any zodiac signs that might want to step out and say hello. Okay, so first we've got the 10 of Wands, and that was in reverse. That came to me in reverse. So this is somebody who is very good at balancing, because this is like overwhelm. This person that you're going to marry is someone very good in stressful situations. They can really balance everything and keep everything going without getting too stressed out, which I'm just intuitively picking up that that's a good balance for you, where so much is going on and you really start to get stressed out and bogged down, and you kind of start shutting down, like it just gets to be too much. But this person will really balance you out, because they can take on a lot more than without stressing out than you can. So that'll be a nice balance between the two of you. Let's see what else wants to pop out for this future spouse, for Maggie. Okay, so we also have the Knight of Cups, and this to me feels like somebody, we did get this card earlier, this feels like someone who wants to be very emotionally connected to you, which sometimes is hard for people to emotionally connect to someone, but especially the more you get to know this person, you're going to see what a genuine and good person this is. And they may even be a water sign or a fire sign, or have prominent placements in. So the fire signs would be your Leo, your Sagittarius, your Aries, and then the water would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So Sun, Moon, Rising within any of those zodiac signs, maybe their Venus, their Mars, Jupiter, those are the first couple that are coming to me. So I hope that resonated for you, Maggie, and brought you a little bit of guidance, but it feels to me like kind of the soonest timeline we're really picking up on is kind of end of 2021. That's not to say there wouldn't be an opportunity before that. Spirit's really weird with timelines. Different decisions we make can make things come quicker or farther away, so don't always trust that, okay, I'm going to meet them on this exact date, and I'm going to be wearing a red dress, and I'm going to be sitting there waiting. Like, timelines are funny like that. So take it with a grain of salt and just have it kind of as a guideline rather than a way of operating in the world, so to speak. You're so welcome, Maggie. Okay, so the next person who had their question posted after Maggie was Pookie1. I want to increase my intuition and contact my spirit guides. Any messages for me as I expand my spirit to help and heal others? That's amazing. I love that question. So let's just see what Spirit has for Maggie. For Stephanie, that's Pookie1. We'll use your name, Stephanie, to increase intuition and contact guides. Any messages about expanding spirit to help others and heal others? Well, we've got the practice card. So polish your skills by practicing regularly. So having a regular spiritual practice is really going to put you a leg up in really figuring out what it is you're here to do, what your spiritual gifts are, etc. Let's just see if Spirit will let us know some of these gifts that you're coming in with. and what you can do with them to help other people as well. Well, you are someone who's a speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. So you could be doing something similar to what I'm doing here now, or some sort of counselor or motivational speaker. Is that same hair again? Oh no, you're not coming out to play. You're just really honing your skills. And now my makeup's coming off my face again. But you're someone who your words are very healing. Just you sitting down and having a conversation with someone can heal them. You may hear people's life story and then they talk to you and you give them advice and then they're like, I feel so much better having talked to you. You really guided me in the right direction. So just your speaking voice, the ear that you lend to people, the shoulder that you lend to people to help is really beneficial. Also, nutrition. So you conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So you really are someone gifted with the magic of culinary and baking and all of that. But even if you're not looking to work in a restaurant or open a restaurant or anything like that, this to me just feels like the food that you fuel your body with, more plant-based, more whole food type of options, will really clear your vessel or your body to inhibit more of the beautiful spiritual light that you're wanting to have come into your body so you can help more people. That's what it says. It wants to shine, Amanda. Let it stand out. I know, it's back already. It's like, I'm back. All right, well, just let you do what you're going to do there. So funny. So let's just see what else we've got for Stephanie. Okay, artist. So to me, it feels like whatever it is you're wanting to do to help people, it feels like you're going to want to do it in a very creative way. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of life. And again, like the nutrition, even if you're not working a, quote unquote, creative job, just you coming home at the end of the day and, getting your creativity on by painting or decorating your home or whatever it is you do that makes you feel in the zone and feel like you're really creating something cool in your life, that will help fuel you in the job that you need to do and really bring more of your spiritual gifts online as well. Let me just get a couple from this deck as well. Stephanie, what her spirit guides wanted to know about helping people and all of that. So we've got angel therapy, and just that word therapy again kind of goes back with speaker, kind of how I was kind of thinking of you as some sort of counselor or therapist for people, that they come to you with their problems and just you listening. It's not even a lot of times that you need to say much, but just your aura, your energy really cleanses and makes people feel calmed down and like they have a sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Like they have a handle on the situation that is their life. Like, okay, I think I know what I need to do. I think I know my next steps. That's kind of what it feels like. But it says here, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. But to me, you feel like someone who does that for other people, as we were already saying. So that's a major theme in whatever kind of job it is you do to help other people. And of course, you don't have to have a spiritual job to be conducting spiritual work. Because like I said, I say this a lot, but as a high schooler, I worked at McDonald's and, you could be working at McDonald's and be doling out like life advice to people, just in your smile and the way that you say hi to someone, it will help people. It's a very healing energy. So you're definitely a healer. We also have the beloved one card as well, Stephanie. I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So if you already had someone in mind, if you're already with a soulmate, this is just knowing you have the support of your guides and angels to make that, that beloved one in your life, someone who means a lot to you, and it's a good relationship, a good connection. But if you don't have that person in your life, and of course that doesn't always have to be a love interest or a significant other, it can be a friend, a parent, we got lots of different soulmates popping in our lives. So whoever that is for you, you just know that you're being helped with your soulmates and your spiritual relationships with people by your guides and angels. They're really helping strengthen relationships, making the connections deeper and the bonds stronger. What else? For Stephanie. Okay, we got 2. Clear your space and teaching and learning. So yeah, just you doing what you do, you're teaching other people, and you're also learning a lot from the people that it is that you want to help. You're learning a lot about life through helping other people as well, Stephanie. And clear your space. It says get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. So of course, with all these people coming to you, all these people wanting you to help them, even if it's just on a subconscious level that they're kind of reaching out for help, they don't really understand that they're reaching out to you for help. They just maybe think that they're venting to you or that they're just hanging out. That you pick up a lot of their energy, like that empath. You even maybe start bringing that energy home or embodying that energy, thinking it's your own energy, and it might wreak a bit of havoc on your life. So doing some energy clearing your space, that'll really help you get a handle on, other people's energy, because you won't be able to help a lot of people if you yourself feel like you need help, if that makes sense. Of course, we can still be struggling and lend a hand, lend an ear, lend some money, whatever it is we do. We don't have to be completely perfect and self-actualized people to help anybody, but it feels to me like you're clearing clutter of what's not serving you so you can serve more people. That's what. Oh, Hina, you're back. Yes, I do have you on that list. Thank you. I totally didn't put your name on this updated list, so I do apologize. But yes, you are on the super chat list. She was from last week, I do believe. He or she, I don't want to misgender anybody. So if we can get her or him back on the list, I would appreciate that for Hina. And then Milkshake, you're here. Thank you so much. Car Yang, good to see you. Happy holidays. So yes, we can go ahead and get Car Yang on the list, or AKA Milkshake. All right, so let me check the time. Okay, so we're at 5:31. I've been live 2 hours now, and I have about an hour and a half till my family comes home. And I feel pretty good. I feel good. My throat's a little dry, maybe. Yes, you are right on. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, Stephanie. And thank you again for your amazing donation. I appreciate that so much. That will really help get my mom out of that camper. All these donations add up. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. But yes, I have about an hour and a half left. So with our donation list, I think I can continue to take a free reading between every 2 donations. And I could probably take maybe, just time-wise, just guesstimating here, maybe 3 more free rounds, possibly 4, but probably 3, just to make sure I can get through this super chat list before I have to sign off in an hour and a half. But otherwise, when the super chat list does kind of narrow out, I always have more time at the end to take more free questions if that super chat list narrows down. Okay, but of course, if you want a guaranteed question, you can always send a donation. And of course, your donations go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. And she's still living in a camper. So, you can wait till next week. I will be live again tomorrow, Milkshake. I'll be live again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, which I guess you could do the conversion for that. Let's see, because it's 5:32 p.m. where I am now, so I guess you could do the math to figure out what time that would be where you're at. But I will add you to the list for tomorrow, and if you don't show up tomorrow, we can always do that next week. But you will always be on my list. It'll kind of carry over from live to live to live, so whenever you pop in, just let us know you're here, and we'll get you going. So, all right. Oh, thank you so much, Hina. I appreciate that. Okay, so I did my little spiel, and now I forgot where I'm at on my list. I think I'm at free question now. Is that how that's working? I know I just did Pookie, aka Stephanie's question, but I can't remember if I did too. Okay, it is free reading. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me sane, Czar. I appreciate that. Okay, guys, so if you are here for a free question, go ahead and pop that in the milkshake. I just read milkshake. Yes, stay hydrated. Thank you. Pop that in the milkshake. No, pop that in the chat, and I will just pop it in once, and I will intuitively select that question, the next question. And we'll have a couple more rounds of free questions after that, but I really want to make sure I can get through these amazing super chat questions for you guys that have so lovingly and graciously donated. I appreciate you guys. So I'll give you a few moments to get your free question posted, and then we will move on into the next free question here. And thank you, Milkshake. Thank you again. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Give you guys a few more moments. I see a couple questions, but I think there are more people here that maybe just haven't had a chance to get it typed out. You know, it's so funny. You're such a cliche. I'm being directed to your question. It's funny because I saw that same exact sequence last night after a talk I had with my husband. We were just talking, hanging out, and I'm like, ooh, it's this time. Let's see what that means. So I literally looked up what that meant last night. It was 12:12 in my instance, but 21:12. And then it was 12:21 when we were done talking. So like it was a while. Like we were talking, looking up what this meant, and then it was 12:21 when I was done looking it up. I'm probably like stumbling over my words, but I'm excited. I actually know exactly what I can say for you. It just means that, and of course I'll draw a card on it as well. But that number, and you can look up angel number 2112 as well for additional information. But what I saw online last night, looking that up, was that like there may be a really distinct relationship in your life that maybe you or the other person involved haven't been giving that person the undue attention that they deserve, or maybe you kind of been out of balance within a relationship, and you're kind of coming back to be able to give that person more time, or that person's able to give you more time. And you just saw that number right now. That's so funny. Yeah. But that was one of the main takeaways. And what else? There was something else going on with that number. It was definitely about new beginnings and partnerships, because the number 1 is that new beginning. The number 2 is about partnerships. So new cycle within a partnership or a really significant relationship in your life. It doesn't have to be a significant other or a romantic interest, but it can be. But there's just a new beginning and a new fresh start in a relationship, or a cycle within a relationship that's just been kind of wonky, that you want to work through. You have the ability and opportunity to be able to work through that, of course, with your time and your effort. So let's also draw a card for you about that. You're such a cliche. But wow, I'm glad I could actually custom tailor that to what I read last night. So funny. Yeah, it's time to take action. So that new beginning, you're taking action in a new direction, within an existing relationship, within an existing job, but it could even be a whole new direction. Use your own judgment or intuition on that. But to me, this was like a new beginning in something you've already kind of accomplished, or kind of lost steam with, or something that's been stagnant in your life. It's a new beginning, a new it's like the dust on the bottom has settled, but it's being brought back up to be filtered out. That's how that feels to me. So I hope that resonates for you. You're such a cliche, and thank you for your question. All right, and Gabby's here, so we will just let her lead us into the next super chat. And whoever on my super chat list is ready to post their question after we've answered Gabby's, that will be the first one we go for. And my updated thank you so much, Canary, for your donation. So my super chat list, okay, so we'll do Gabby, and then we'll do Jasmine's question right after that. So then we will do the free question after Jasmine. So thank you guys for getting your questions posted for me. That really helps move things along and keep things going. So Gabby says, hey there, is my question when my turn comes? Anything I need to know? General reading, I guess. Thank you, and good luck to your mom. Thank you so much, Gabby. I always appreciate you. Okay, general message. Anything you need to know, general message. Wow, I'm being drawn now. I'm gonna also go for these Oracle the Avalon. This has been a pretty key player today. But we're gonna start here with the Angels and Ancestors deck. Just see what comes out for Gabby XO. Anything she needs to know from Spirit or angels or guides. Okay, wow. So we've got the Air Guardian. What a beautiful card. I absolutely love that. It matches my nails. Amazing card. Very beautiful. But to me, I'm really being captivated by her direct gaze. Like she's looking right at us. Look at that. She's not backing down. shift your perception. That's what that says. But it feels to me like you've gained some confidence in an area of your life, Gabby, that you're like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm standing my ground, or I'm moving forward, or whatever the case may be, but you're shifting your perspective or your perception of something, of someone, and you're moving forward with better knowledge. That's what they're really showing me. And then with the Oracle of the Avalon, let's see what we get from that for Gabby. Anything she needs to know. The messages from Spirit. Okay, wow. Yeah, I love this. We've got the Hawk card. Look at that. Omens and messages. So your guides, your angels definitely want you to be getting this message. There is an omen. And to me, this feels like a good omen. It doesn't feel like that movie, The Omen, that was a big horror movie. This feels like a reason you incarnated, like you're going to be stepping into your purpose. There's a good omen coming to light for you, or some sort of cool synchronicity that you're going to, the number 11 is here. So you may be seeing a lot of 1111s, or someone, the date of the 11th, maybe coming up in 111, January 11th, 21 maybe. But yeah, the number 11 is playing a significant role in whatever this message is that Spirit has for you. But they're kind of like, like playful about it. Like they don't want to just give you all the answers. Like they're very excited because you've locked eyes with the fact that you need to pay more attention to Spirit. You're very keen and attuned to the fact that there's something else going on that you can't quite see or hear or know or feel. But soon you'll be able to see or know or feel or hear whatever message or whatever it is that you're needing to know. Where am I being directed? I'm over here to surrender. There's something you need to surrender, obviously, if that's where I was being directed. Surrendering to. So what is it? Let me turn this one the right way, because it's backwards. Okay, so let's see what Gabby needs to surrender to bring these messages forward from Spirit. Okay, this one right here. Okay, surrender to inner peace. So this is a very internal job. You're shifting your perception, even quite possibly about your purpose, your mission, what it is you're here to do. But it says here, cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy the inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. So this is just giving yourself more time for yourself. Doing more meditating, spending more time with the spiritual practice is really going to help bring these spirit messages online for you. But they've already got your attention, and you're letting them know, yeah, you have my attention. I'm listening. I'm waiting for the signs. I'm listening for what it is you're sending. Because it feels to me like you need to be seeing it, possibly hearing it, feeling it, knowing it, like all the different clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience. Using different spiritual senses to figure out what these signs are. And it feels like a very fun, like a treasure hunt for me. Like you're trying to figure it out, like it's a game or code you're trying to crack. Like it feels fun. So I hope that resonated for you, Gabby. That was a fun little message. I love that. Very, very different than any other reading we've done today, but I love that. Okay, so then we have Jasmine Cherry wants a general love reading. Okay, so what's your current status? Are you single? Are you looking? Are you with someone? Broken up? No contact? Are you wanting to ask about a male or a female? For you, Jasmine, let me know so I don't miss your gender or use the wrong. Okay, single. Okay, and you're wanting to know about a male or a female, or for male. Okay, so Jasmine, what's coming for Jasmine in love? Does she need to know about her love life? Oh wow, I like this. Okay, so Jasmine, we've got passion and we've got retreat. So to me, this feels like the passion will come after the retreat. So the fact that you're single, it says here, it's time to disconnect from the world. So maybe this is you kind of over this winter or summer, wherever it is you're in the world. You're just taking a little bit of a hibernation or a little bit of a timeout or a little vacation from the world. It doesn't have to be more than a couple hours or a day or a week or however long, but you're really retreating to kind of touch base with your soul, touch base with your inner self, trying to figure out who it is you are, what it is you want to do in life, and even what it is you want to attract in a partner. And as a result of doing that soul searching, doing some healing even, I'm seeing healing. I mean, that's like a main theme for all of us, to be healing from past relationships, past traumas, past wounds, resentments, bringing it all out of the closet to be dusted and thrown away. Of course, we want to feel these things before we try to throw them away. We want to feel them and heal them first. But as a result of this beautiful work, you're like, yes, I love that. But as a result of this work, we've got that passion card. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So there is someone, I do feel it's a soulmate connection that wants to connect with you. And this, it feels like the very next connection you're coming up on is this soulmate. And it feels like it is in 2021. So, less than a year's time probably that you're waiting, but these are so hard to shuffle. Let me get this all figured out again. Jasmine, coming with her in her love life. Jasmine. Okay, this one flips, so we're taking it. Yes, we have life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So going with the flow, using your intuition to kind of be right place, right time. But of course, if you have plans with a friend and you have to cancel last minute, don't think, oh no, maybe that's where I was going to meet this future soulmate or something, because spirit will always bring this person back around. That you won't miss an opportunity that is meant to be. Let's just put it that way. What else do you need to know about your love life? Okay, wow, we have secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So to me, this almost feels like it's funny because as I was shuffling these, the friend card kind of caught my eye. This could be a friend you already have or someone from your past that you've known that maybe you didn't even like them on that romantic level, or they didn't like you on that romantic level, but you did. That maybe there's this kind of connection, a new connection you're forming with this person that's passion. But it feels to me like this person is secretly admiring you, and then will maybe even let you know their feelings. Someone from your past. But I also am picking up on the energy of someone totally new. So it's like there's two soulmate connections that are kind of knocking on your door here. I don't know which one's first, or if they're coming at the same time. Like, you just never know. Oh my God. Right? Oh my goodness. What else? Okay, let's pick up on, let me just draw one card for this friend or this person from your past, and then one card from this new energy that I'm picking up on, someone you don't know in this life. Okay, so this is the friend energy, or the person from the past. Oh, wow. So it feels like it's someone you've already had romantic encounter with. Reconciliation, that's the person from the past being represented. Or just a reconciliation of feelings that are kind of taking on a new form. That's what that could represent as well. Let's get a message about this other soulmate, this unknown person in this life for Jasmine. Okay, so let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So to me, that secret admirer is this past person. And then you also have the potential to meet somebody who, because we have here allow it to unfold naturally. And then we did get that card saying go with the flow. So this new person coming in, it's just saying not to force things to go so quickly, or let the divine timing, the flow of the energy kind of play out. But this one feels kind of more toward the end of 2021. This one feels like it could be much sooner for you. So I know I probably gave you too many options, or more than you thought you were going to be asking for your single lady reading. But I love that you've got some options here. So yeah, I hope that resonated for you, Jasmine, and brought you a little bit of guidance in what may be ahead on the horizon for you. Yes, okay, so I'm so glad. That's awesome. All right, so that was so fun. I love readings like that. So fun and exciting. Secret admirers and people from the past. So fun. Okay, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, that it is time for our next free question. So if you have a free question you're wanting to get answered, go ahead and pop it in the chat, and I will intuitively select one of those. Okay, so we've got, Gabby says, yes, it did. I've been working on my inner peace and loving myself. Thank you. You're so welcome, Gabby. Thank you. Yes, go ahead and get your questions in there. take a drink of water. My throat's starting to get a little dry, a little used. Okay. Give you guys a few more moments. And then I'll just see about our super chat list, just so if you hear your name, just be ready to post your question from our super chat list. Rhea, Earthy Deva, Hina, and Milkshake will be tomorrow, and Canary 002. So be ready to post your questions here coming up shortly. Okay. All right, Michelle Lynn wants to know, will I be finding a new job soon? Let's ask the angel answers, see if they will give us a time frame for when you will be finding a job. Michelle Lynn, when will Michelle Lynn be finding a job? Will it be soon? Will it be soon? Okay, wow, yeah, in the near future. Look at that. Yeah, absolutely. They're telling me, though, this may not be like your dream job or the job that you're going to settle at for like 40 years or anything. This is something that it feels kind of temporary, but it might grow on you. That's how it feels to me, at least in the current moment. Let's just see if I can get a bit of guidance about what energy they're trying to show me here. For Michelle Lynn. But yeah, there's definitely a job opportunity for you on the horizon. And you are protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. So just know you have the support of your guides, the angels, the universe, that you'll be able to pay any bills you need to pay in the interim between now and when you get your job. It feels very good. Yeah, I would say absolutely. Yes, you will be getting that new job soon. But again, it may not be like a forever job or like a dream job, but it's definitely something that's fun for now that'll get you going. So I hope that answered your question, Michelle Lynn. Okay, so now we have our super chat list. If you're on my super chat list, go ahead and get your question in. You're so welcome, Michelle. So welcome. Oh, that's right. I think Anna had mentioned doing her other one tomorrow. Or maybe I'm just thinking back to last week when she said that. Yeah, no, I wrote her name for tomorrow. See, here I am. Here I go. Okay, Hina, Rhea, Milkshake's tomorrow as well, and Canary. So if any of you guys, okay, Rhea's here. How do I get into medical school? Okay, let's see. I'm being directed over here to the Threadbound Oracle once again. Okay. Rhea, how does Rhea get into medical school? She needs to know about getting into medical school. I know it's this one. Top one of these. Okay, wow. So we've got the 7 of Paper, cover, protection, beauty, and wholeness. So to me, this feels like there is this, with the 7, the number 7 here represented. It feels to me like it's a spiritual guide. You're being spiritually guided to apply or whatever school it is you're wanting to get into. It's like the divine timing is at play. There's a spiritual aspect to it. But it's like being yourself. Being your authentic self will lead you to the correct school at the correct time. It feels to me like it's something that will happen for you, absolutely. We also have the 5 of Ink, solvent, mistakes, forgiveness, and mercy. So there seems to be this sense of forgiveness, self-forgiveness. I just see you like being a little hard on yourself, thinking my grades aren't good enough, or I didn't apply soon enough. Like there's some little thing that maybe you overlooked or didn't do in a timely fashion or wished you could have been better at, that maybe you're beating yourself up for. But this is just calling for you to have a little bit of mercy and kind of forgive yourself and not be too hard on yourself. Take care of yourself. That'll really help you get in the direction of a medical school and being accepted. We also have the train. So it feels to me like you'll be going to a school that you may have to travel a bit of a distance to, or maybe you're doing a daily commute. Oh my God, that's so true. Yeah. I love when these all line up. But the train is all, it says here, transition, travel, and liminal space. So there's this sense of transition. So right now what I'm feeling for you, Rhea, is that you're kind of still in that cocoon or chrysalis phase, and soon you will be emerging as the butterfly. But let's just see if there's any guidance from Spirit as to how you're going to be able to make this medical school dream come to life for you. Any guidance for Rhea? Oh, we've got a $5 donation from Aquamarine Queen. Thank you so much from, yes, on YouTube. So Aquamarine Queen, thank you. We will get you on our list. Amazing. Thank you so much. Okay. So for Rhea, any words of advice or wisdom about getting into medical school? You are good enough. Remember, not beating yourself up, not being so hard on yourself. That's a major theme. Forgiving yourself for not doing, or being better than you are, because you are good enough just as you are. The grades you have, the school you want to get into, you're good enough. And right as I'm saying that, I'm reading 5:55 p.m. on my clock. Major change. Remember, transition, change. This is a major 5 energy here with this transition card with the train. You are good enough, and you will be able to get into that medical school. I don't know if you are thinking or have applied to a couple different ones or haven't applied yet, but just forgiving yourself and really knowing you deserve it, you're worthy, keeping that sense that, most people wanting to get into medical school, they want to be doctors, they want to help people, and just keeping that goal of being able to help people as your kind of guiding light or your shining star in the sky to help bring you to the proper place, applying next year. Okay, so then just forgive yourself for, anything that you feel you've messed up in the past, and just keep very positive, very, very positive about the expectation that, yes, this will happen, because it will. It feels very definite to me. Just keep putting in the work and doing what you need to do, taking the next logical steps. But absolutely, this is a dream that will happen for you. So I hope that answered your question, and thanks for being so patient. I know it takes me a while to get through these readings with this people I'm doing the super chats for, so I do appreciate your patience as well. So thank you again also for your donation, Rhea. I appreciate that. Okay, so next we've got Hina or Canary O2 or Aquamarine Queen, whichever one of you guys can get your, or Hina. Hina put their question up. And Hina, are you male or female? I just don't want to misgender anyone. And you're so welcome, Rhea. So very welcome. Thanks in advance for helping me. What is really important for me, career or marriage, as my family is pressuring me to get married. Okay. So what is really important for you is career or marriage. Okay, so you're wanting to know what to focus more on? Is that what you're asking? Or just what information comes up about career and marriage? Because we do know that your family is pressuring you to get married, but what is really important for me, career or marriage? Okay, so it's kind of like a one or the other. Let me just see if you can clarify that just a bit, but we will get some guidance from Moonology as well. Okay, so Hina, I'm just going to get in. I think you just repeated the same question, but I'm just to see what guidance comes through about female. Okay, so confidence is your key to success. So to me, this already feels like you have this strong sense of what it is you want to do. The fact that your family's pressuring you to get married, and it feels to me like you're probably a little more focused on, your career right now. Not to say you won't want to get married someday or anything like that, but trusting your own intuition and tapping into your own inner heart center is going to help lead you in the direction that's right for you, what to focus on. Okay, yeah, because to me, it's like, why couldn't you have both? Like, that's what I keep hearing. Like, why not have both? If you want to have both, have both. Like, that's what they're showing me. Having confidence that you can have one or the other or both, whatever direction you're being drawn from spirit, you have the ability to be creating the reality you want, the life you want, the career, the marriage, the whatever it is you want. And there is a time for healing. So maybe just healing and doing that soul searching and figuring out, do I want to get married because I want to get married, or do I want to get married because my parents are kind of pressuring me to get married? And of course, with the career, that's something you can always do the whole time along the way. Really focusing on yourself and your career, and of course, if love comes along, getting married. But if I don't know if if you're in a place in the world where arranged marriage is still a thing. I know a lot of there are places still around that's what's going on in a lot of places. So if that's kind of the thing, like an arranged marriage versus a love match, to me, with that confidence is key. It's following your heart and doing something more based on a love match than something that's arranged, and standing up for yourself with anything that's arranged, because it's not right for you, is what I'm feeling, unless you have an attraction and a love for the person they're trying to arrange a marriage with. That's what Spirit's showing me. But your hard work is paying off. So to me, this feels like you personally are wanting more to focus on your career right now, and maybe even in the near future. But as something new comes along, maybe a love interest comes along, then you can always examine that as it comes up. But that's not to say you have to, how people will go on a job hunt. You don't have to go on a marriage partner hunt or anything like that. You can just kind of focus more. You're in India. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense to me. So I would say following your heart is your best bet to have long-term happiness in your life. But of course, depending on, if your parents are supporting you and, feeling like you have to follow their rules, using your own intuition on that is going to be key. But, a lot of the tides are changing even in India, where there's a lot more love matches happening than arranged marriages, just from what I've gathered and a couple of friends that I have made that are people that live in India, that, parents are starting to be a little more lenient and not so traditional with, well, we had an arranged marriage, our grandparents had an arranged marriage, down the line. And they're really starting to realize some couples or some parents, not all, that maybe arranged marriage isn't for my child. Let me just have my child follow their heart and do what they want for their own happiness. So maybe you can even have a heart-to-heart conversation with your parents about if they are pressuring you, and you just let them know where you stand. And even if you've already done that, maybe finding a new way to do that. My dog is sniffing under the door, so I do apologize. I probably do need to let him out here in a moment. Oh, hey, just Sandy, how are you doing today? Good to see you. So I hope that answered your question, but following your heart is going to be key in all of this. Following your heart, your own intuition, and just trusting that you know what's best for you better than anyone else. So I hope that resonated for you, Hina. And so we have 2 here on our next 2 to post their question from our super chat list. I think we're kind of coming to the bottom of that list as far as who's here anyway. We have Canario 2. I think that's the last one. Unless anyone has sent a super chat that I'm just not seeing. But we will get into Canary 002. We'll get into your question when I come back. I'm just going to let my dog out real quick because he's sniffing under the door. Oh, Aquamarine Queen, that's right. So Canary and Aquamarine Queen, go ahead and have your questions ready. When I come back, we'll jump right into Canary and then Aquamarine Queen. And yes, you definitely can get on the list, Sandy. I still have about an hour left. So absolutely. And I'm going to go ahead and let my dog out. So I'll be right back in about 2 to 3 minutes, possibly. Maybe 5, depending on if he wants to go out or not. I'll be back.
I had to bring my dog's bone up here to remind me to go down and close the door because she's still outside. One dog in, one dog out. Okay. All right. So I'll probably answer, is Canary still here? Otherwise, we can jump into Aquamarine Queen's question, and then I'll go close the door, let the dog in, give her her bone, and then we will jump into the next super chat question. They're both lab mixes. Judy and Walter. Walter and Judith, the old married couple is what I call them. But yeah, Judy, she turned 16 this month, and then Walter turned 13 this month. So Judy's having a little bit of trouble with her back leg and getting it to go when she gets up out of her bed. So she takes a minute outside. Okay. So Aquamarine Queen. Okay, so Aquamarine Queen, you are right after Canary 02. Thank you so much, Sandy. $20 donation. You shouldn't have. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Okay, so we will get into Canary's question and then Aquamarine Queen. Take our next free question, and then we will do just Sandy's question, because I think those are the last couple here on the list. Well, we've got Earthy Deva and Milkshake Tomorrow, and then the rest on that list there are from holdovers from weeks past. Okay. Thank you again, Sandy. Yeah, I'm still available. I'm just taking a couple super chat questions and then moving into next free question. So I'm going to do Canary's question first, then I'm going to let my dog in, and then I'll do Aquamarine Queen's question. Okay, will I make any significant progress in my life purpose in 2021? Let's find out from the Life Purpose Oracle. That's always a good place to start. Okay. Oh, for Canary 002. Didn't even get my question asked. They're already tripping out. Okay. Canary 002. Life purpose. Any significant progress on life purpose in 2021? Okay. We have body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So you may just even be, if the line of work or life purpose that you're wanting to get into doesn't actually involve you doing this as a job, maybe you're just energetically healing people or yourself, or really spending time exercising, really figuring things out with your own body and treating your body well, massage therapy and stuff for your own self, because that'll help really bring you into alignment to do your best work with your purpose in 2021. Yes, the free reading will be after those two for sure, Ethan. Thank you.
Also, infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. And I always like to say, guys, we don't just have one life purpose. We've got lots of little life purposes, some overarching life purposes, etc. So, take it as it resonates for your life purpose. But whatever it is you feel really called to do. We've got 33 likes on the video. I just saw that. And to me, that's the support of the Ascended Masters. So you are being supported from the Ascended Masters, your guides, your angels, as you really discover what it is your life purpose is and what it is you're here to do. What else? We've got flowers. So to me, this is spending time in nature, but also if you're someone who works with flowers, it says working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. Again, these are very specific things, but you could just incorporate these things into your day-to-day life, and that will help you tap into your life purpose. But when this flowers card comes out, it's just this beautiful connection to nature. Canary, that's what I see. You have an amazing connection to Mother Earth. And that will, when you have a strong purpose like that, especially coming to Earth and having a strong connection to the Earth, it usually takes a lot of getting knocked down and getting back up, getting knocked down, getting back up before you really discover your life purpose. Because a lot of times if life's just going la-di-da and everything's going fine, we won't really step into our purpose. So a lot of times we sign up on a soul level to experience a lot of heartbreak or a lot of craziness going on in our lives that, on a 3D or ego or, human level, we're like, oh my gosh, why would I sign up for that? I didn't sign up for this. But on a soul level, we did, because it gets us out of our comfort zone and makes us learn and grow. Okay, we also have perspective. I love this card. So you're gaining a new perspective about what it is you're here to do. For me, this is very spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul vibes as well. Yeah, I can relate to keep getting knocked down. Yeah. And 2020 has been a whole thing with a lot of people getting knocked down or feeling knocked down, but you're gaining a new perspective. You're really seeing things with a new set of eyes, so to speak. Maybe your clairvoyance is even coming online, and that will help you really narrow in what it is you're here to do, your life purpose. What else do we need to know for Canary? We got 2. Oh, wow. It says, we are the Hathors. Love that. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So I don't know if you have children, plan to have children, but your creative energy, your sacral chakra, that womb energy, whether you're male or female, I'm not sure, Canary, but just your connection to your sacral chakra, doing sacral chakra meditations and healing meditations as well is really going to help clear that energy source so you can create the life you want, so you can go after your purpose and really figure out what it is you're here to do. But deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. Maybe you're strengthening your bond with your mother. And even if your mother's crossed over, because I never know, trying to heal the sacral. Okay, so you're already on the path. You're already doing the thing, but healing your relationship with your mother is going to help to be able to, break through and figure out what it is you're here to do. That'll help immensely. We've got Inner Earth, and I think this is just a nice card coming out for you with how you feel like you're getting knocked down. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. So to me, this feels like 2021 energy with that universal year number 5 that 2021 is bringing you a lot of new changes that are going to help you step into who it is you are and what it is you're here to do. So you're going to be getting a lot of spiritual insight about yourself, I think, through your dream state, through meditation, through finding like-minded people and finding even videos on YouTube that you really resonate with. And you're just going to strengthen your sense of knowing and really deepen your bond with the earth and let you know that you're going to be able to do what it is you came here to do. It feels really beautiful and really supported as well. Can even get into the relationship. Yeah, and if you can't talk to her or don't want to talk to her, don't want to see her, you don't have to go have that face-to-face conversation. You can do this energetically. You can cut cords with your mother, but by cutting cords, I don't say cut them. If you've heard me say that before, I say remove the cord. Do that cord removal meditation instead of cord cutting so that you can remove the toxic, negativity of that. But, you came from your mother's womb, and as a result, you're healing your sacral chakra as well. just healing and repairing what you can on even just an energetic level with your mother will really help you with that sacral energy and really step into your sense of purpose in 2021. So I hope that resonated for you, Canary. Aquamarine Queen, we're going to get right into your question. I'm just going to go make sure my dog came in and lock the door so my other dog can't open it and let them both back out again and give her her bone. So I will be right back, guys. Right back. Okay, the dog should be good for the next 45 minutes or so before I gotta go. Okay. Brilliant as always. Oh, I'm so glad that resonated for you. All right, Aquamarine Queen. Been diligent in protecting my energy from Josh and not interacting with him, but am I still in his thoughts? Okay, let's find out. And this is that romantic past ex, right? Or the person that you're no longer with, if I remember correctly. Aquamarine Queen, how does Josh feel? Is Aquamarine Queen still in Josh's thoughts? Not being very forthcoming until I said something. Well, I do feel like he does maybe still have romantic feelings or at least some sort of attraction to you still. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. That's on his end. I don't know, though, that he's good for you. That's what I'm picking up. You would be amazing for him, like amazing match for him. Did I tell you this exact advice before? Because it's all coming right back to me. If not you, then it was someone else, but Spirit's saying that same thing again in my head right now. Maybe he would be like absolutely lucky to get someone like you, but you would be much better off without him is the vibe. But he wants to express his love. He wants to reach out, but I don't think it's in your best interest, Aquamarine Queen. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So he may even try to reach out to you, but I still don't feel it's a good idea on your part because it's just going to lead to the same thing that already happened, but maybe worse. So whatever went down with the two of you, it feels like there could be something more to it, more like I just see it getting more complicated. Yes, it was what you said. Okay, yeah, they're showing me all this again. I'm glad that that's the same exact message they gave me again. And I've done, I don't know how many readings since then, but Spirit's like showing me that exact scenario once again. So you're doing your part by just not engaging, not thinking about him so much. But that's not to say he's not thinking about you. He definitely is. Let's just see any word of advice from Spirit about this situation. Yeah, it's going to be, it is a slow process. Removing someone we love, it's difficult. But it says your prayer will help with the situation. Asking your guides and angels to, point out any healing you can do or any guidance they have to offer you or, whatever it is. But prayer will help with the situation. Meditating, those cord removals, I think I've even told you that before as well. But go forward fearlessly. There's something better for you than him and his energy. And I think really soon coming up, it'll be almost to the point where you won't even care or want to know if he's thinking about you, because he'll be so much in your past that you're just like, yeah, I'm on the greener pastures, better horizons. That's really what I see. But going forward fearlessly and finding, I do feel there is somebody energetically that wants to connect, maybe a soulmate or a twin flame type of energy. Let's just see if I can feel into that. But it's definitely not Josh. This is not Josh's energy I'm picking up on. I don't know if I told you this part last time, but that one part really stuck out to me. Yeah, healing. There is this sense of healing that's going on with you and breaking free from Josh and his energy. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light, your relationship being healed this very moment. And healing, doing the healing of the past doesn't mean you need to welcome him into your present and future. It's just healing and being okay with the past and then moving on. That's what I feel. But there is somebody, and doing that inner work, doing that healing, it feels to me like that will help bring someone to you energetically that is a good match for you. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't want to feel an ounce of attraction for him anymore. Yeah, he still feels it for you, but yeah, I don't blame you. Just his energy it feels very toxic just in the couple times we've done readings. And it doesn't feel like a good avenue for you. But let's tap into this future person. We got two. Oh, I love this. We've got the soulmate card. We've got the soulmate card. I love that. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So yeah, that healing you're doing with Josh, that's actually going to help bring you into alignment with this soulmate quicker, because you're doing that work. This is work we all would have to do anyway to really make a nice, solid, secure connection with the next relationship, if that makes any sense. But you also here have, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So yeah, not feeling guilty for still maybe even needing to do some healing if this person comes into your life before you're ready even, or, whatever the case may be. But, don't make any love decision or any decision in your life anyway based on guilt or what you think you should do. Go from your heart, go from your intuition. That will lead you in a true, better direction than thinking, oh, well, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, or, I should do this. It looks right on paper, but what's your heart saying? That's really what they're showing me. So I thought brought you some guidance, Aquamarine Queen, and yeah, Josh really doesn't deserve to play in your energetic level at all. And you're leaving that behind. So good on you. You're doing it. You're doing the work. You're already doing the work. Even if you still feel like you're stuck in his energy in some way, you're moving forward. You're doing it. So keep going forward and you will get through this for sure. Get a bit of chapstick. Okay. All right, for our next free reading, go ahead and get your questions posted. Just post them one time and I will intuitively select one from the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate your work with Spirit tonight. Oh, you're so welcome, hon. And I really do hope that really brought you this sense of peace that you can move forward. There is that soulmate waiting for you. That soulmate waiting for you on the horizon for sure. So I love that for you. I love it so much. Okay, get your free questions posted. I'll give you guys a few moments because I see 2 questions, but I want to let the list accumulate a bit so we get everybody a chance to get what they need. Give you a few more moments. And then after this, we've got Just Sandy, I do believe, as our next super chat. And then I think that's the end of our super chat list, if I'm not mistaken, as far as the people who are present in the room anyway. And thanks again, everybody, for your wonderful donations and super chats. They all go to help my mom, whose house burned down in July of 2019. My brother and I are trying to get her out of that camper and get her into her home. Hopefully we can break ground on that this spring. If not, we'll know later than the summer, if at all possible. Hopefully. Yes, so, okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm selecting from Ethan, what are my spirit guides trying to tell me right now? Okay. I'm going to go first for Archangel Michael cards. And I have a feeling here, because I don't have any more super chats after Sandy, I'll have time to do a couple free questions in a row, unless you want a guaranteed question answered. You can send a super chat and get that answered before I got to click off here in about 36 minutes. Okay. All right, for Ethan, what does his spirit guide want him to know right now? Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. So, Ethan, if you're feeling like you're in a bit of a conflict with someone, or coming up if someone bites your head off for something, or you're just already in a conflict, I feel like this might be already something you're involved in. Maybe a parent that's maybe telling you what to do and you're just like not having it. There's something going on where you feel like, why don't they just see it my way? Just forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong in a situation, and stand up for your own self. Speak your truth. That's really what they want. Oh, hey, late night. Thank you so much. Yes, you will be after Just Sandy. So we have this question, and then we have Just Sandy, and then you, late night. Thank you so much. And then look, you've done nothing wrong. Innocence. Look, you've done nothing wrong. Innocence. It's like the judge and jury. I saw that, serving jury duty. You're innocent. You've been found innocent, Ethan. Yeah, Zar, we will ask that here. I'm sure we'll have some time. Yeah, so you don't have to feel like you've done anything wrong. Just, use your best judgment not to call anyone names or yell at anybody, for no reason. But I don't think you would do that anyway. But let's just see also what this deck has to say for you. Message from Spirit for Ethan. Here it is. Okay, we've got the dog. Aw, how sweet. It says here, loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love. And I just spent Christmas out at my in-laws. They've got 2 golden retrievers, so that reminds me of them. I love that. But yes, loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love. So you are a very loyal family member, a very loyal person. And people are going to start understanding that you are an old soul in a younger body. But just because you're younger doesn't mean they know better because they're older. Like, I really, that's what I'm feeling. Like, they're going to start to see your sense of wisdom coming through, and they're not going to be so hard on you, but you don't be so hard on you either. Yeah, rough. That's hilarious. Sorry. I love that. I love kind of the ends of the lives, because it's like just a few people here in the chat and things get kind of funny. I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, there is a sense of unconditional love that you are receiving from your guides and angels as you kind of figure out any kind of little family squabbles or whatever it is that's going on with them. I'm just going to grab one more from Spellcasters for Ethan. Anything Ethan needs to know from Spirit? What does Spirit want? Ethan, whoa, well, you got 2. Yeah, any kind of problems, there is a reconciliation. Everyone can see eye to eye again, and everything will be okay. But there is this sense of grieving. I don't know if the loss, because I just heard loss of innocence, but that's not where Spirit was directing me. It's like the loss of a family member has affected other family members, and maybe that's why they're lashing out. Even if this was someone who died 20 years ago, someone in your family is missing someone that passed away, and they're taking their grief out on you, Ethan. That's what I'm seeing. But you yourself may be missing a family member who has crossed over as well. When this card pops out, I'm always drawn to this black here. It reminds me of a smartphone. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. I think it's like two sides of the same thing. I don't know, but to me, this feels like a cell phone or a smartphone. Like Spirit, the one that you're missing in Spirit, wants to reach out to you through technology. So anytime that card comes out and I'm directed to that middle section of it, I like to say that. So maybe your phone will shut off randomly, or you'll get a call that comes through for a split second, but it doesn't have enough time to register who called. That's Spirit. That's what they like to do. They like to play games and have fun and let you know they're checking in on you. So I hope that message resonated for you, Ethan. Brought you a little bit of clarity in what's going on in your life. Okay, Sandy, it's your turn. And then after Sandy, we've got Late Night. And those are our last 2 super chats. And then we will get into our next free reading. And we still got about 31 minutes till I got to pop off here. So that should be plenty of time. Whatever Sandy needs to hear, I love it. Okay, we're going to go right for that same Oracle of Avalon. I always forget the name of it. Oracle of Avalon deck for Sandy. Whoa, we've got truth. So you're coming to learn the truth of a situation, the truth about yourself. There's this sense of truth, even in the like grand scheme of the world, like your intuition about maybe what's going on in politics or what's going on in the world, things that you feel are unjust or very unfair. You have this sense of truth and wishing that you could see justice served. But you have a really strong intuition, Sandy, of tapping in, like with things that are going on the news. Like maybe you're like, that doesn't seem right, or why would they do that? Like you're very intuitive as to the truth of the world. Or maybe you like to read a lot of true crime or watch a lot of true crime shows, or like investigative type shows is really what I'm seeing. And you're like a detective that could like get to the bottom of it. Like that's what they're showing me. You really have a strong intuition, Sandy. I don't know if you know that about yourself or that's news to you. But then we have the perception. Yeah, you see through the BS. You see through it. I just love how this is just building on itself. I love these types of readings, Sandy. But yeah, you're really tapped into your intuition, and you can see through the BS of what the news is telling people, or what politicians are saying or going on or not going on, or hidden agendas and this and that. Like it all kind of has a bit of a conspiracy theory vibe, but I'm not saying you, Sandy, are a conspiracy theorist, but what I'm saying, Sandy, is I did not know that. Yeah, but it's like if you have a feeling about something, it's usually very correct, very, very correct. But your perception even about certain people is starting to change. Like you're seeing the truth of who people are. Like you can see through people when like a human lie detector, like if someone lies to you, you have a pretty good way of detecting when that's going on. But both of these numbers here, you got 42, which adds up to 6, and 51, which adds up to 6. But you are also being guided, like unconditional. That's that unconditional loving energy, that motherly energy. So I don't know if your mother's passed on, but it feels like this motherly type of energy that's guiding you and helping you, because it feels to me like there is this sense of spiritual awakening, or just more of your more spiritual side or your more emotional side coming up for you, Sandy, where you may even be healing stuff that had gone on between you and your mother. That's really what they're showing me, like something to do with a fight you had, or just not operating the best, either her or you. Maybe you beat yourself up for not being better or worse, or all the things that our minds do to ourselves, beating ourselves up for things we did or didn't do. But that's really what she's showing me, this motherly energy. I don't know if this is your mother or a spirit guide. It feels very motherly. And now she's kind of hanging her head like she's apologizing, like she has shame for something that had happened. That's what it feels like, this very feminine energy, motherly energy. But look at all three of these cards are very green. To me, that's that heart chakra. You're really tapping into, oh, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much. But this green is that heart chakra. You're healing pieces of your heart, or healing from a broken heart. And a broken heart doesn't always just have to be with a romantic partner or exes and all of that. This can be broken heart for the way that we were treated as a child, or I don't know that it is my mother, but an American family has adopted me as their mother and grandmother. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, there's this sense of forgiveness, and but this like spirit guide type of energy, or this motherly type of energy, is like hanging the head in shame. Like it's like showing me with this ground yourself card, like you'll be able to do this better than this person did. This hanging the head in shame, that's what I'm seeing. But the ground yourself card, getting out in nature. I don't know if birds mean a lot to you, Sandy, or if you get a lot of birds coming like to your window, or just bird symbology. Maybe you'll just really be noticing a bird coming up that's just always around, or hearing birds out your window or something. But it says here, being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow Spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. So that's really beautiful. So just grounding yourself, maybe taking a walk in nature if you're able to, green, very nature, very heart-centered. But I love that unconditional loving energy that you kind of just adopted this family as you're the mother and the grandmother of this family. That just shows your very unconditional, loving, motherly nature, that you can do that for people that you're not even blood related to. But that's beautiful energy, and you're an amazing person, Sandy. That's what it feels like to me. That's the wrong deck. I'm putting these in the wrong deck. But let's get one more. Where am I being guided? Let's go to the surrender cards. There may be a message here for Sandy. Okay. For Sandy, a message from Spirit for Sandy. Anything that needs to come up. Surrender to creativity. So this feels like it fits with what it is that you do. You're the silversmith, right? I just want to make sure I'm not confusing you with someone else. But if I remember right, I remember you're Jackie's friend. Jackie does what she does. I think are the silversmith, if I remember right. But surrender to creativity. It says, let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. So maybe, okay, all right, I thought so. But to me, this feels like having to do with your business and just finding new creative ways to create things, maybe even repurposing things or reimagining ways that you once did things and kind of changing it and doing it a new way. Like that's what they're really showing me. But just staying open and just being open to the guidance of spirit to kind of work through you to bring cool new ideas to life. And you did have a YouTube channel, wasn't that right as well? If I remember right, you'd mentioned that at one point. But that could also be pertaining to your channel. If I'm not mixing you up with someone else, I do a lot of reading. So sometimes, Spirit just sent me the YouTube symbol, like in my mind's eye. So I'm just gonna associate. Maybe that's you spending time on YouTube or watching people on YouTube. Connections with people on YouTube. I mean, interpret that how it resonates for you, Sandy. But yeah, if it all feels good, like you're surrendering to your creativity and letting more of it flow through you is really what I'm seeing. So I hope that message resonated for you. And thanks again for your donation. I appreciate that so much. And it's always good to see you here. VG, the lovely one. Just read the description. I hope your mom is okay. Hey, love your test playlist. If you're still giving readings, I'm curious about anything you pick up regarding me or love. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we will get you on the list. I have one more super chat and then a free question, and then I can get you on my list there, VG, the lovely one. And thanks again for your donation. Okay, late night. Late night, are you still here? You make jewelry live on YouTube. Oh, that's so fun. I love that. That is awesome. I've always made jewelry, not very well, but I've always been fascinated in people who can make jewelry, crystals, and I think you said you worked with like a silversmith, like working with metal. I think that's so interesting to me. I love watching other people do it. I don't know that I've got the little articulation or dexterity to get it all complete on my own. I bet if I really tried, I could do it, but I just love watching other people create stuff. That's so cool. Okay, late night says, recently elderly father reached out in a very unfamiliar way to me. He's always been so distant and uncaring. Not sure if I should trust his words or intent, offering financial assist when he's never. Oh, wow. Okay, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's see. Let's just ask right off the bat if he's got pure intentions. Yeah, I will have to come watch. I will definitely. Is it this account that you're using here? Yeah, I'll definitely come check it out. Okay, so for late night father, does his father have pure intentions or her father? Are you male or female? I just don't want to misgender anybody. Sometimes usernames are hard to tell who's what. Oh, cool. Awesome, Sandy. I will come and check that out sometime. Okay, so for late night father, are the intentions pure with late night's father? Sandy's channel is great, by the way. Oh, cool. You guys are friends. Oh, awesome. Okay, so late night. It says listen to your intuition. So late night, if you're feeling like there's something off about this, because you had said it was kind of in an unfamiliar way, like it kind of felt maybe out of left field or out of nowhere, really check in with your intuition, because I think there's something there. Your intuition's going to know what's up with that. But let's just see if they'll give us a straight yes or no, or a more definite answer. Within the next few weeks, you'll know more if this is pure intention or if this is a ploy to take control of your life, or whatever this case may be with this. I don't know. It's weird because we've got the romance card popping out, but I don't know if this has to do with, I don't know if you're married or with someone, dating anyone. Maybe this is maybe even intentions like your dad wanting to kind of come between you and a significant other, or meddle in your life in some way. But we also have forgiveness popping out. So, really they're not giving a yes or no. You are married. Okay, so this could just be, I don't know. I'm really, it's kind of a mixed signal. So it's like part of his intentions are pure, but other part, there's like a gain that he's hoping to make. And I don't know if it's just that he's wanting to make amends, but this forgiveness, like I think he feels like he needs to be forgiven by you, which really he has no business asking if he's never been someone who's been supportive of you. But, if you feel the need to forgive him, that's your own discretion, your own intuition on that. Or if he feels he needs to forgive you, I don't really feel that scenario playing out. I have a lot of things from the past that are hard to forgive with Father. Yeah. So this could just be, you don't have to be doing anything you're not ready for. But even I talk a lot about the cord removal. There are a lot of cord cutting meditations on YouTube that you can do to remove those energetic cords from other people. But they say, oh, cut the cord and then, it'll heal and it'll move on. But I say, well, if you cut a cord, it's like a weed. The roots are still there. It's going to grow back thicker and hardier than ever. And you're still going to have the problem around the forgiveness or what has transpired. So to me, it's like remove that cord by the roots. So you can find a cord cutting meditation, but instead of cutting that cord, remove that by the roots. And just, I don't know if you're very spiritual or if you do much meditation, but this can really help, just to kind of walk through this, to remove your father's energy from you and everything he's done to you in the past that you didn't feel was good, or, that sense of forgiveness, things that are hard to forgive, remove them from your vessel, your body, and just kind of send him off with his own energy back with love. And then you can kind of work through any forgiveness or, whatever it is. But there's this sense of forgiveness where he is maybe feeling this guilt where he needs to make some sort of amends. The fact that he's elderly, maybe he's had some epiphanies that, man, I really messed up and now I want to reach out and make it better. But again, to me, that reason behind him doing it, it feels very selfish. Like he wants to clear his own conscience for himself. Not to say that he doesn't regret what he did. I do feel there is some of that as well. It's a mixed bag is really what I'm feeling with your father. It's not just pure intentions that he's sorry and he doesn't care if you forgive him. You just, you know what I mean? I think he feels guilty, so I think you're right. Yeah, there is this major sense of shame and guilt associated with this relationship that you've had and times that you haven't had together that you should have had as a father-daughter because he dropped the ball. But again, the forgiveness of things that have happened, the forgiveness of the relationship as a whole is totally on you with your own intuition in your own time to figure out if that's something you ever even want to do. But let's just get a word of advice, maybe of accepting the money, what we need to know about that for you, accepting the money. Well, it says here, bring love into the situation. So to me, it feels like, of course, maybe you growing up in the years since you really haven't had a great connection, totally dropped the ball. Yeah. And I can totally resonate with your reading because I have much the same kind of vibe with my own father. The only difference is my father hasn't reached out to help anyone but himself. So I totally feel where you're coming from, and that forgiveness is not an easy thing especially when that person has no qualms about what they did, has never apologized or anything. But bringing love into the situation, not doing something because of something he did or didn't do, but doing what you need to do for yourself to make yourself and your life feel good. That's what Spirit wants you to know. But let's just see if they give you any more guidance about this. Okay, so emotions are running high. Yeah, it's a very emotionally charged situation. So I think your intuition, trusting your gut, your heart is really going to be key in figuring out, he's reaching out. Do I even accept? He wants to give money. Do I even accept? All the things. It's really kind of going to be a soul-searching vibe or soul-searching kind of thing. And, doing that meditation or doing that any kind of meditation to really check in, or asking for a sign from the universe, if this is the right direction to go in, using your best judgment. But any decision you can make out of love rather than, fury or rage or just resentment is a better move. Making that move from love, bringing love into the situation. And that doesn't mean you have to, be his best friend or anything like that. But, well, I am 6 years old. He would never have been anyone. If anyone I would have asked for financial help from, he made that clear. Don't ask. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I just wanted a father, not his money. Absolutely. Yes. So, to me, it's almost like him reaching out and wanting to give you money. It's like too little, too late. I don't need it. I don't want it. So you don't have to energetically, tangle yourself with him and his coin, so to speak. But to me, it's like doing what you feel is right for you and your family. That's the direction you can go. And of course, you can even feel bad that you can't be open to forgiving him or accepting what he's trying to offer. Whatever feelings come up, allow yourself to feel them, but don't beat yourself up for anything you do or don't do or haven't done or won't do. You know what I mean? But your intuition is going to play a major role in trying to figure out what to do moving forward. So I know I didn't bring a lot of clarity, but we did kind of discuss some things. So maybe there is a bit of healing you can do just on your end without even having to involve him. But if you feel the need to have, a heart-to-heart conversation with him, that's on you to figure out with your intuition. But yeah, just whatever feels right in the moment. Trust your own judgment that you're doing the right thing. Thank you. I'm gonna let him do whatever he wants, but I'm not asking. Okay. Yeah. No, you did. Thank you. Okay, good. Yeah. Just use your best judgment and follow your heart. That's the main guidance that you've received. So I wish you luck in this endeavor, and hopefully everything works out better than it had in the past. So wishing you much love and peace in this journey. Okay, we're ready for our next free question. So go ahead and pop that down in the chat area. And then after that free question, we have VG, the Lovely Ones question. And we have no more super chats after that. So I will either open it back up for maybe 1 or 2 more free questions before I have to leave, depending what we have time for. Or else, if someone sends a super chat, we can definitely get to that before I go. So go ahead and get your questions in the chat, and I will intuitively select them. Just post them one time, and I will get to that. Okay. Okay, so here my dog's walking around downstairs. Okay, let's see what we got here. Scott Bittner, I'm being directed to your question. What does 2021 have in store for me? All right, let's find out. I'm being directed to the Angels and Ancestors deck, or the Ancestors and Angels. I never remember what this is called exactly. What does 2021 have in store? Do I have to serve jury duty? Yeah, I want to get to that question as well, Zara. I didn't see it pop up before I took this one. So I'm going to take that one quickly right after this because it's quick yes or no. I actually served jury duty for the first time. I guess it'll be 2 springs ago come this next March. And I actually had a really good time. And I did not want to have anything to do with it, but I had a fun time. I really did. It was interesting. Yeah, okay, so for Scott, we have the Druid card. I love that. Hold the space. So to me, it feels like 2021. Scott, you're really stepping into that, old soul, that wisdom that's within you, your higher self. You're really bringing more of your spiritual gifts online and using them to create a better world for you here in the 3D world. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, look at this. Spiritual gifts coming online. You get the seer card. I mean, you can't get any more clear cut than that. See beyond the current situation, but your spiritual gifts are coming online. You're seeing beyond this 3D world into the spirit world. So you may even have that claircognizance. But I'm also clairvoyance. But I'm also hearing claircognizance, and I'm also hearing clairaudience. So you're really tapping into a lot of your more spiritual senses this year of 2021, and it is that universal year of change. So there are a lot of changes coming. We've got Sage here. I'm like so excited. I can't talk. Sage here on the bottom of the deck. Be devoted and committed. So to me, this is being devoted and committed to a spiritual practice. So I don't know if you're someone who meditates or does grounding or energy healing or energy clearing or I don't know how spiritual you are or not at all. But to me, it feels like in 2021, you're really going to be stepping up your game in your spiritual practice. If you lack a spiritual practice now, it feels to me like 2021, you're really seeking the answers to your questions in your heart, like in your, okay, so you're talking about spirit guides, so you're on a spiritual path of sorts already, have been helpful lately. So just keep following the guidance of your spirit guides, because they're really directing you, putting those breadcrumbs, letting you follow where you need to be. They gave me jury duty over the holiday, like on New Year's Eve. Oh no, that's horrible. Oh man. Like any other day would have been fine, but on a holiday, come on. Very spiritual. I mean, I should have known that about you, Scott, with this Druid card. I can feel that old soul that you're emanating. And you could probably have a reading before we go. I've got about 9 minutes, and I have one more super chat, and then I will probably have time to take one more free question, which I will intuitively select from the chat. But Scott, I'm going to grab a Starseed Oracle card. Let's just see any wisdom these guides have for you, what it is they're trying to communicate, because you're going to have all these gifts really, and even if you are already very spiritually gifted, it's just that clarity with the seer card that it's like, to me, this veil is going to be off of her eyes. She'll be able to see very clearly. So any gifts you already have, they're going to be heightened immensely in 2021. Called. Look at this. It all adds up together, Scott. I love this. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Your guides are directing you where you need to go, because you're really doing a lot of work in the astral realm. You're doing a lot of work in your meditations. You are that sage. You are that druid. You are that seer. You're really stepping into who it is you came here and incarnated to be. I love how intertwined they are too, Zar. Isn't that amazing? But yes, it is time to step up, which you're already doing, Scott. So this isn't like calling you out like, you need to step up. You've already heard the call. Remember the clairaudience, come on, you've heard the call, you've heard it. And you're just keep following those breadcrumbs, keep taking those next logical steps, because you're already on the path. You're really bringing these gifts online, and just keep seeing where it leads you, because it feels like it's just leading you to bigger and better things, bigger and better relationships in your life, better ways of treating yourself, treating others, helping others. It all feels very destined. Like this is 2021. I just heard 2021 is Scott's year. Not to say it's going to be perfect and roses and everything, but it to me feels like this is going to be a year you can point back to, 2021, and say, wow, I remember that year. Like I leveled up so much. I didn't even know who I was before that. But after that, it's like I was a whole more spiritual person. It feels very exciting though. Very exciting indeed. Okay, so I am going to now take, remember the name, VG, the lovely one. It's your turn to ask your question, and then I'm gonna probably have time for one or two more, but I'm definitely gonna get to Zar's question after VG's question, because I want to know. Actually, maybe I can grab that question while we wait for VG to post for Zar. So Zar, about this jury duty. I just heard it may not happen. I heard that as I'm shuffling. Choose a new direction. Yeah, I don't think it's going to actually play out, Zar. or you won't be selected to have to stay. Yeah, choose a new direction. So the fact that you think you may actually be doing this jury duty, no, there's a new direction. You'll probably be sent home. But look for a sign. That's what's on the bottom. Look for a sign. Spirit will send you a sign. But just remember, even if you do end up serving this jury duty, just know that there was a reason for it. I don't know what it was, because I was like that guy. I'm like, I never want to serve jury duty. And I maybe twice in my life got those cards where you have to sign it and fill it out and be on the list for the year, but they never called. But then that year of 2018, they called, and I'm like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I don't want anything to do with this. But then they kept asking, if you had this happen to you, raise your hand and you're free to leave. And I mean, my ego was like, yeah, let me get out of here. I don't want to be here. But my Libra rising, the judge in me, or the justice in me was like, no, I can answer that. I'm a perfect person to be a juror for this. And I ended up being an alternate, not an actual juror. So I didn't even have to sit in the deliberation, but I still got paid. But Libra risings are amazing jurors and judges because they are very fair and very balanced. So yeah, I know you'd be happier if it just fell through, for sure. Okay, VG. Yeah, but I don't really see it playing out. But if you're sitting there worrying about it, Czar, you may manifest it into happening. Hey, redhead, I'm one too. Well, good to see you, Rose. What a beautiful name for a redhead as well. I love that. Okay, VG says, I've been getting strong signs around love, so I'm curious about that. Otherwise, anything you get is fine. Okay, so let's ask first about love, and then we can also get you a nice message from Spirit, anything you need to know. We'll just cover all the bases. How about that? For VG, the lovely one, what's coming in love? All right, so it is safe for you to love. So I don't know if you've been doing a lot of healing. I'm confident it won't bend. Yes, keep that attitude up and you should be fine. Yeah, it is safe for you to love, VG. It is, I just see you have done a lot of work, or, had a lot of heartbreak in the past, or things that didn't work out that you've really had to work through to kind of feel like you could literally get back up on that horse. That's what I'm really seeing. But open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So just kind of putting that signal out to the universe that you're ready, you're open for love, you're open to receive, you've done some healing, and now you're ready to get back up on that horse. Like, that's what they're showing me. So it feels to me like your beacon is either already on and ready out there, kind of being like, beep, beep, I'm ready for love, I'm ready for love. And then the right soulmate or the right person will pick up on that beacon and then be, bringing you to them, or you're bringing them to you, kind of thing. Let's just see maybe anything we can get about this person, or anything about the relationship, or what's going on before. Wow, look at that. We got wedding. So it feels to me, these signs you're getting, it's because the one is on the horizon, the one that you will be marrying. Feels very soulmate vibes to me as well. The situation involves marriage. So you're probably very soon in the next year, probably 6 months is really what I'm seeing here, that there's someone coming in. Not that you're going to get married in 6 months or a year, but that you're going to meet the person that you will. And now I'm getting chills on my legs. Oh, I love it. I love that. Okay, what else for VG? Whoa. What else? That was too many, so we'll start over. What else for VG? What's coming in love for VG, the lovely one? Okay. All right. We've got manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So, I don't know if you've been thinking or having dreams about a specific hair color or specific personality of, the person you may marry or be with. But you're really like, it's like, the guides are showing me, like, go ahead and fill out your order form, because, you'll be able to manifest exactly what it is you want. Like, that's what they're showing me. Go ahead and put your order into the universe and send it away with that waiter, and the waiter will bring it back to your table. Like, that's what they're showing me. You'll be able to manifest this person. But let's go ahead and use the tarot just to get a bit of information about personality. Anything we need to know about this person, how we'll meet maybe. I mean, you never know. 7 of coins. So this is someone, I mean, this is that card where the person's still kind of watching the crops grow. It's not quite the right time. So to me, this does say there is that, fruits of your labor are on the horizon. It's just not quite the time yet. But there is this reminding yourself that it is safe for you to love, especially if you've been burned in the past. You're healing that. You're not bringing that aura or that vibe of, oh no, what if this person hurts me? You're not bringing that with you. You're unpacking that from your backpack, from your bag, and you're like, no, I'm healing that. I'm done with that. That's staying in the past. I'm not bringing it with me. That's what they're showing me. But this person that you're meeting, this is someone who is a very hard worker, somebody who's not afraid to put in the work and the time and the effort to go after you or to invest in a relationship with you, in a future with you, and also someone who's very hardworking at work. They're that go-to person, that person everyone knows they can count on to stay late or to come through in a pinch, to really help them out. And they're that type of person in their personal life as well, with their friends, with their family. What else can we gain knowledge-wise about this person? Yeah, that inner strength. And I feel this is an external strength as well. So this person may have a pretty strong physique, very muscular, and they're showing me this guy flexing abs and shirtless in the mirror, checking themselves out. But it's in a cute way. It's not this person's vain or materialistic or shallow. That's not at all who this person is. But they're fun, they're flirty, they're not afraid to kind of flex a little muscle to impress a girl kind of vibe. That's what I'm feeling. Very just, it feels fun. He's flirty and fun, but only with the right people. That's what I'm seeing. One more card about the personality of this future spouse that wants to come in. Oh yeah, we've got the Knight of Swords. So I feel too, he's very quick with his words, very witty, very funny. You may say something, or someone in a group may say something, and he'll have a comeback like it had all been planned out, like it was scripted. You're like, how did you even think of a comeback that fast? That was hilarious. Very funny, very comedian type of person, and especially with this strength card, I'm really being drawn to that lion, the Leo energy. This person may be a Leo sun, moon, or rising, but I'm really seeing a Leo rising. They're a comedian. They're not afraid to put themselves out there. But then when they want their private time, their quiet time, they're going to pack it all up and just reserve that for their private life. So they're not someone who shares a lot about themselves, on a first date or anything. But yet, at the same time, they're not someone who has anything to hide. So I hope that brought you some fun knowledge about who this person is that's wanting to eventually get married to you. This beautiful energy that you're manifesting, this order that you've put into the universe. And I just heard Blue Eyes, Old Blue Eyes. Who was called Old Blue Eyes? Was that Frank Sinatra? Or was there a song called Old Blue Eyes? I don't know. Spirit's weird when they show me things and I hear little things. I don't know. That might mean something to you. So I hope that resonated for you. Oh yeah, they got questions answered, Jackie, and it's good to see you too, Jackie. Okay, let me let's see. So we did Czar's question. I'm gonna pull a card for Jackie. She sent me all those super chats on the Leo video and the other video. So I am gonna pull me a nice little card for Jackie and Sarah and Grandma Kathy and whoever's here on the Treasure Hustlers squad. Let's just see what comes through. We're going to Spellcasters. Let's just see what message comes through for Jackie and Sarah and the whole Treasure Hustler squad. It is Frank Sinatra. Oh, good. So Spirit wasn't leading me astray with that one. Good. I don't know a lot of Frank Sinatra songs, or I won't say that I don't like Frank Sinatra. I'm just not a super fan or anything. Okay, for Jackie. Compassion. And this to me feels, Jackie, like having more compassion for yourself. I think you've been a little rough on yourself. I'm calling you out, girl. You've been a little hard on yourself lately, and you need to stop that. Have more compassion for yourself. You're doing the best you can. You're doing the thing. You're getting through it. What else? What else for Jackie? Oh, we got 2. Passion and psychic abilities. Look at that. So it feels to me your passion is coming back with, it feels especially like a creative endeavor or something, your business stuff surrounding your business, having new ideas, doing things in new ways. And I think I said something similar in one of your readings recently too. Oh, Jackie, I'm doing a reading for you, so you'll have to watch the replay. We're at about 3 hours. I think I started about 3 hours and 30 minutes into this live. So you'll have to watch the timestamp when this goes, when I'm not live anymore. Go to the 3 hour and 30-minute mark to kind of go to the beginning of your reading. But you're getting this kind of renewed sense of passion in your career, in your business, in what it is you're here to do. But with that psychic abilities card, I'm really especially being drawn up to that third eye chakra, where your clairvoyance or just knowing things are both really coming online for you. Like you're really going to start knowing the best direction to take in your business or directions to steer away from or whatever it is. But don't be so hard on yourself, Jackie. And I'm going to grab one more for Jackie. Woo! Villain! Yeah, don't be so hard on yourself. You're not the villain. You can rewrite the story. You are the amazing protagonist. You are the amazing main character of your story, but you've been treating yourself, Jackie, a little bit like the villain of your story, and you're not. Have that compassion. Have that sense that you know what's best for you in your career and in your business and just what it is you're doing, because they're showing me like you're on the verge of something much, much better. We've got the number 38, which is that awakening number. So you may be, having more spiritual awakening. Psychic abilities come online after more spiritual awakening to what it is you're here to do, what your purpose is, all of that. It feels like you're going to start seeing yourself in a new light, seeing yourself in a more spiritual light and not judging yourself for things you've done or didn't do, that type of thing. Just grab one more. My Elsa's sister. I love that. Thank you, Briella. Yeah, valiant courage, Jackie. It says here, take action with passion. And of course you had that passion card. So you're going to really get this sense of courage in the direction of, true, I was the villain the other night in a live stream. Love that. Now my voice is going. But you're going to get this sense of courage around the passion and the drive to go after what it is you want. And courage is associated with that solar plexus chakra, that yellow energy center in your belly. So maybe doing a solar plexus chakra meditation will help you get the courage to go in the direction you want. I didn't like being the villain. No, because you're not the villain, Jackie. Not at all. So look, we got this on the back of the deck. Bitch fire, stand up for yourself. So you may come into a time, like in somebody's chat, that you need to stand up for yourself. Yeah, I dropped the card. I dropped the villain. See, I dropped it. You're not playing that role anymore. You're standing up for yourself. You're letting your light shine bright, and you're going after what it is you want. So I hope that resonated for you, Jackie. Gave you some guidance on whatever it is you're wanting to go after in the new year and, coming months and whatever. Okay, I can pray. My family can be home any moment. And when those boys come home, they're loud, they're excited, all of that. So I am going to take one more free question, and then I'm going to do a general reading for all of us who are still left. So if you have a question, go ahead and put your question in the chat right now and only post it once so that we don't spam the chat. I'm answering one last free question. I've been live 3 hours, 36 minutes, and I want to eat some dinner, maybe take a nice sea salt bath and ground myself, and hang out with my family a little bit. So put your questions in the chat, and then when we're done with that free question, I will be probably doing a 1 to 3 card quick little general reading for all of us who are still here. Okay. Give it a moment, let it all matriculate here. Okay, just Sandy. Let's ask for just Sandy, health in the new year. I have my health deck out. But of course, any medical advice, just take it with a grain of salt, entertainment purposes only, all that jazz. And of course, anytime you get any kind of medical advice, follow it up with a healthcare professional. And we'll ask Jackie's question too. Okay, Sandy, relationship. So, dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. And this doesn't just have to be a love relationship, this can be all your relationships. But as far as your health goes, you're improving the health of relationships in your life, growing stronger and closer together with people in your life, friends, family, your kind of adopted family that you've got. You're just building deeper bonds with people. But let's just see specifically for your health, Sandy, if we get an unconditional joy. They're not really showing any big health issues coming up. This just is really you strengthening relationships, having joy. I don't know if you're planning on getting another doggy in 2021. We got 3 dogs here. I don't know if the number 3, as far as pooches goes, is significant to you in any way. But I'll just read here. Unconditional joy. Thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. So you're really tapping into that sense of joy, Sandy. And also, what else for Sandy's health? Anything that she needs to have her attention drawn to or a heads up on? Diet is important. So just improving your diet, probably eating more fruits and veggies, and maybe getting a little more exercise if that's possible. Thank you for guiding me to make positive eating and drinking choices, and for reducing and eliminating my cravings for unhealthy substances. I don't know, Sandy, if you eat a lot of sugar, but they just showed me a bunch of sugar like being dropped into like a coffee mug. I have 11. Hope no more dogs. Do you have like 3 favorite dogs? Or just maybe you're just spending a lot of time with your dogs, or having spirit visitations from dogs that have passed on. That could be the 3 here, maybe 3 that have passed on. How many are puppies? Yeah. But diet is important, Sandy, and I feel like it's really showing me like sugar, sugary beverages, sugary foods. It's probably not the best for your health. As far as like inflammation goes, I don't know if you deal with inflammation, but they're just kind of showing me like inflammation or candida. So I don't know. Avoiding sugar can really help you get on that good track with all of that, candida and inflammation. But you can also look up things about inflammation if that's new to you. Otherwise, you may know about that already. And then just stay positive. Just stay positive, knowing you can remain healthy and as healthy as you can be in any moment, and not worrying. Because a lot of times worrying, especially the year 2020 was a whole thing with health, and everybody's worried about health with the whole coronavirus thing. So just staying optimistic and positive that your health will be fine. Okay, so for Jackie, let's ask if her grandparents have COVID, and then I'm probably going to have to hop off of here. But thanks again, you guys, for all your donations, your love, your hanging out. Oh, no, I'm going to do the general reading too first, so don't leave yet. Don't leave yet, because we'll do the general reading for all of us. So any question you have in mind, you can maybe kind of put the answer of our general answer to that question. I know I did not articulate that very well, but I've been live for almost 4 hours, so I don't owe you an apology. Just kidding. See, I get real loopy when I've been on here a while. It's a fun time. You hop in at the 4-hour mark, and it's good. It's good times. Okay, for Treasure Hustlers, for Jackie, do her grandparents have COVID? We'll just get a couple health cards here, and then we'll ask the angel answers. We've got alternative medicine and exercise is key. So keep them doing those. I think you had mentioned taking Grandma Kathy out for a walk and hugging trees and all of that stuff. So do that. Keep doing that. Keep making sure your grandparents are getting out in nature and staying away from people that are sick and, all the things. But exercise is really going to help them feel in control of their health, even if it's just a walk around the block or on the beach or whatever it is. But alternative medicine, to me, this could just be vitamins, maybe kind of upping doses of vitamins, making sure they're getting proper nutrients with their food, and maybe even doing like acupuncture or even energy healing, Reiki, or something like that as well. What else? What else? And Sarah. Is that what you're asking about COVID? COVID for Sarah? Okay, does anyone in Treasure Hustlers have stopped going to the gym because of COVID, hasn't been happy since? Yeah. To me, it's like there's an alternative way for him to work out. Even if you guys just put on like an old jazzercise video on YouTube and work out together laughing like that, I see your grandpa like buckled over just laughing at maybe you and Sarah just dancing to some old, oh no, Spirit's giving me the perfect video. Jackie, this is so funny. Look up Prancercise. Prancercise. I'm writing it out for you. Look it up. Live it, do it, be it. Hilarious. Hilarious. Do it. You will laugh your butt off, and you got to show your grandpa because I think he will laugh. This lady is a hoot. And there's just 2 words I will say, camel and toe. End of story. If you want to know what that means, go check out Prancercise. Just look it up on YouTube. Okay, for Sarah, for Jackie, for Grandma and Grandpa, anyone have COVID? Trust that your health is in your own hands, and you can avoid the coronavirus like the plague. Trust that you can avoid it, and you will. Have that happy and positive expectation, and you know, not to say that, you know, that's the end all be all of things, but the more positive you can remain about things, you know, you can take action in that direction. Be assertive that, no, I'm healthy, everything's good, that's all good. Yeah, so I think you guys will be fine. And even if someone did somehow, you know, contract it, you'll be okay. That's what I'm feeling. So, okay, let's go ahead and do our collective reading. We'll do the Moon Goddess Oracle because we started with this. We might as well end with it. And then we'll end also with the Self-Love Oracle because that's always a good time. Okay. All right. What do we need to know? Anyone that is listening or hearing this later, what do we need to know? And again, remember, if you had a question that didn't get answered, this may answer your question. So see if it applies. We've got faith. So have faith that everything is working out. Having faith is important. We got that number 41 up there, the support of your guides, your angels, people around you. You have more help and support than you realize in anything. And if your question or you want to know about getting pregnant or your fertility, have faith that things will work out in that respect as well. Whether getting pregnant or avoiding getting pregnant, you know, take it how you want. But I'm also being called up here to this full moon. Like, you'll be able to use the full moon to, you know, manifest things in your life, all of that. I always tell Sarah, and she tells me that if we believe we are not sick, then we are not sick. And it works for the most part. It does. It's so funny how our subconscious mind works, but it really does. Having faith that everything's going to work out, and, you know, not thinking, I'm not going to get sick. I'm not going to get sick, because all the universe hears is sick, sick, sick. So what we want to say instead is, I'm healthy. I'm healthy. Word it as positively as possible. Whatever affirmations or things you're wanting to avoid, instead of avoiding them, because that's like, oh no, I don't want that. I don't want that. And it brings it to you. Word the things in such a way that's like, not, I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be sick. Say, I'm healthy. I'm healthy. I'm healthy. Whatever your question or predicament would be, is to word it in a way that benefits you. Okay, what else do we need to know from this deck for all of us here listening? We've got the void, the dark moon. So many of us may, I mean, that is a very dark, that's the new moon, because the moon is completely obscured, and then we've got full moon. So this is very moon cycle related. Of course, it is a moon cycle deck, but we've got the 2 extremes here. So the void. So maybe if you've been dealing with a lot of stuff, a lot of people coming at you, a lot of chaos, a lot of stress, just check out for a while. Not to say just, you know, break all your promises and all that. Do what you need to do to get through the day, but allow yourself some time to just rest, to check in with yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all the things, and make sure you're okay. Oh my God, a white camel. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, the void. So many of us can spend time in the void, just checking out mentally, physically, emotionally, just being. Not being a human doing, but being a human being. I love that so much. Okay, Jackie, that's hilarious. And then self-love oracle. Let's get us all a self-love message. Okay. I'm going to be live again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. That will be tomorrow, and then I will plan to be live again next New Year's Day, which would be Friday. Next New Year's Day, like, you don't have to wait a whole year, it's next week. I will be live the very first day of 2020. I will be home by myself because the kids are going out to my in-laws, so I have that whole holiday to be doing work and getting things done and setting intentions. But what else do we need to know as a collective for our self-love message? Did we not, I don't remember, did we get this at the beginning of our live here? I might have to go back and look, because I do a collective message at the beginning and a collective message at the end most times. I know we got this with someone today, but it's been almost 4 hours now, so I don't remember exactly. But us just, I don't know if anyone's been here since the start and can remember what we got for our self-care message or self-love message, but just knowing that we are who we are and loving ourselves anyway, loving ourselves for who we are. Amanda, you are so beautiful and hardworking. It will pay off soon. Oh, thank you so much, Hina. You're so sweet. Yeah, but we all just need to own who we are, accept who we are, especially the weird parts of ourselves. We got to let that shine. You got to transversize that right out of your system. You can hear pause jokes already. You'll have to let me know how he took that video. It's hilarious. Absolutely. I told you I could picture him, your grandpa just buckled over laughing so hard, but probably Grandma Kathy as well. It's a good time. Everybody look up Prancercise. It's a good time. And then after that, your homework is to actually go out in public and Prancercise in front of people and just see what happens. Maybe that's ways we can start owning who we are by being our weirdest version in public. No, I think that little message there at the end was for just a specific few people, but thanks for being so healing. Oh, thank you for being so healing. Thank you for coming to hang out. We have a good time, especially toward the end. I think the end is my favorite, not because it's over, but because I can just be weird, and the real diehards have hung in there almost 4 hours and are here, or they've checked in at the end to see all the progress of what we've done. It is a good time. But yeah, we have fun here. And I will be live again tomorrow, you guys, at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, which is, 1 p.m. Pacific Time. I can't even talk. And 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Those are kind of the U.S. time zones that I'm, and then Central Time it would be 3 p.m. No, it would be 4, gosh, I'm losing my mind. 2 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and then 1 p.m. Pacific. Those are the kind of U.S. times, and then you can look up the universal time to kind of find out how many hours plus or minus in your area I'll be live. But it will be tomorrow, and then live again on the 1st, January 1st. Not sure what time yet. I haven't scheduled that one, and probably that Saturday and Sunday, maybe just Saturday or Sunday, depending. Spirit's trying to get me to dial it back a little, because I do get a bit overwhelmed if I just go all gung-ho on this, but I love it. Yeah, YouTube video, original Prancercise, a fitness workout. You made it back to the outro. Yeah, I think we got the same card from the self-love deck that we got at the beginning, but I'm going to have to go back and look. I could be wrong. But I'm having too much fun just hanging out, and I got to go. It's 7:22. My family should be home literally any minute. They're usually here before 7:10, so they gave me an extra 12 minutes today anyway, but Amanda said to tell you to watch a video called Prancercise. Yeah, it's a hilarious time. Very funny. Yeah, lots of laughs there too. So, I'm sorry, Rosa of San Antone. I will be back tomorrow. I think I just broke down all the times, but I'll be back also the 1st, possibly the 2nd, and January 3rd, and maybe one or the other or both of those days as well. I come live as much as I can. I love being live. It was such a fear of mine for so long, but now that I'm getting the swing of things and it doesn't feel so scary anymore, I sometimes don't want to log off, but then I start getting migraines because I've been connected so long, and I got to take care of myself. Got to listen to Spirit when they're like, pull the plug, got to get off of there. So, yep. Yeah, I did the collective message. If you want an answer something answered, Rose, you can kind of scroll back. I just did a collective message for all of us who were listening, and sometimes that information will apply to your life. Who knows? But again, I'll be live tomorrow. So now I'm getting lots of text messages and my phone's blowing up. So I will probably have to see you guys tomorrow. But as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and coming to the Dunn Creative. Love you too, Sandy. Love all of you. Sending love, heart, energy to you. Have a lovely night. Yes, you have a lovely night too, Ethan. Bye, Czar. Bye, Hina. Bye, everybody. Thank you again. And I will see you guys tomorrow live here at the Dunn Creative. All right. What about you? Yeah, just Sandy forgot about you, Jackie. Oh, no. You'll have to take it up with her on her live. She's live too. So go check out Just Sandy's channel. Go check out Treasure Hustlers. Go check out everybody. It's a good time. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Have a good one.